Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 206 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of April 22nd, 2023. We had a brief break. I wish during that break we had made a new intro, but things have gotten a bit away from me because of, well, stuff. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have three co-hosts. They're no longer divided by class. We have broken the class struggle. As TJ Sakosio, Aiden Jensen, and Tyler L.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
And today on the podcast for the first time is Rye. Is that how I should pronounce it?
Raya.
Raya. Oh, okay.
But, yeah, you almost had.
Raya. I had been saying
Howdy.
Raya, and then I thought you said Rye, and so I reframed it in my brain, and I guess I was right the first time. But yeah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
Alright, so we've got plenty of stuff to cover. Obviously, there are a couple of big marquee pieces of news, but some other things have gotten a little switch up, and I can't wait to discuss the best wreck. So, without further ado, the train will terminate at this station.
Hello, today we are in Roanoke. We are at a hotel camera, and if you go to this hotel, they have rail fan rooms. I'm sure TJ can talk more about that.
Is it an extra fee? I know they just put you up next to the tracks, which is cool.
The Hotel Roanoke and Conference Center also features the Train Lovers Package, with accommodations overlooking the railroad, breakfast for two in the Regency Room, a commemorative history mug, and tickets for the O. Winston Link Museum and the Virginia Museum of Transportation.
It sounds like...
To learn more, visit hotelroanoke.com.
First of all, we're not sponsored. Second of all, it really sounds like TJ's having the breakfast for two right now. TJ's enjoying
Somebody there.
I also can't help but see this building in the distance and think it doesn't look like if the Sydney Opera House fell down.
There's a train on the east-west cam. I don't know which...
I'm looking on the east cam.
Yeah, there's a train on the west cam.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We're looking the other way. Anyway,
Oh, well.
Speaking of...
They know their audience.
Yeah, speaking of trains, we've got a bunch of stuff on the Colossal mantle because it's been 3 weeks and not 2, so I'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. The first wreck, where is it? Is this, 3:30, a UP train hit a pedestrian in Gilbert. Stay off the tracks, folks. Actually, 2 days earlier, there was a person killed when a Canadian Pacific train hit a vehicle. So that was Canadian Pacific's one and only wreck of the period. Why is there only one? The good question. We'll get there.
Wait, no, it didn't... Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, so that's CP's only wreck. That was on the 28th. That was the UP's hitting a pedestrian was on the 30th. Following that, there's a BNSF one on the 30th, but actually that is from last podcast, so we won't cover it again. Yeah, that was the one in Minnesota.
Gotta give it to Minnesota, eh?
Yeah, the Minnesota, eh? Anyway, an NS train hit a truck in Spartanburg? Or Greenville, or maybe these were two dead on the same day, or two hits on the same day from NS. I paired them together by mistake, perhaps. That was on April 3rd, then on April 5th, CN had its only derailment, which was a couple of grain cars tipped over. Not very exciting.
No. Did anyone derail on April 1st?
No, actually. I don't think we had any wrecks on April 1st. Actually, we might have had one that got overwritten. I think CSX might have. I don't know. NS derailed in Pittsburgh. Third time in 2 months.
Isn't it the fourth time?
Maybe. Well, I think that might be in Pittsburgh specifically.
Oh, because I know they had, what do you count East Palestine as Pittsburgh?
No.
Like,
No, I would not, actually.
He's passing too high.
There.
I mean, close enough.
Okay, Florida
True.
man. And then, stunningly enough, KCS had an incident where they crashed into one of their own trains. They,
Goodness gracious.
yeah, they kind of smooshed at a switch. Some tank cars. Nothing, like, exciting there, though.
They went
Yeah.
out
was
in the
this
bank
year?
of their own style.
Yeah, unfortunately, no massive
Where's that?
explosion.
Yeah. NS...
Oh, well, she didn't say where it was.
Oh, where was that? Sorry. That was... Where was this? This was
Somewhere in
the
Kansas.
KCS one.
Fort Bend County? Beasley? I don't know where this is.
On ABC 13 Houston, so somewhere in Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
KCS moment.
Mm-hmm.
NS set a 2-mile-long brush fire. Thank you, NS. That was on the 13th, and then on the 15th, NS did something else, which won't load. Oh, right. This is when they hit the truck of Salsa. This is my vote for the best wreck. In Harriman, Tennessee, a train 279 was talking to the dispatcher in Knoxville and running about 40 miles an hour when it ran into a truck carrying on the border salsa. And it just got plastered. It looks...
Also everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it hit a flock of deer, but it's just like... just red chunky all over the front of the engine.
Dude, that's gotta look gnarly.
Yeah, but it's salsa.
It's an NS local with an ace.
Mm.
Yeah, it's coming on the ECM soon. Up there it
Yeah.
We
is.
get those in Virginia from time to time. NS locals with aces. We get those in Virginia where I live at from time to time.
Well,
Nice.
we're getting one in Virginia right now on the road.
Is that an ace? Someone who could identify diesels, please tell me.
It is an ace.
No,
it
it's
is an
obviously
ace.
a Devo.
No, it's
Like
clearly
6
a
hours
SD40.
It's, oh yeah, that's right. It's clearly 611.
More on that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A train accident in Chico. That
In
was
Boy?
Union Pacific on April 16th. And then another wreck on the 19th for Union Pacific that just obliterated a pickup truck. Just incredible video. Just launched the thing.
I need to see this video.
Hold on, I'm going to show the audience as well, but
Man,
all of
these are a
these
lot
things are available
Oh, the cables got down.
in the cargo's
A lot
link
of-
below.
A lot of center beams on this train, man.
Yeah.
Bam!
All these accidents y'all are talking about, I'm literally on AP News right now, and I see like all these accidents y'all talking about. That's crazy. They're like all in
Yeah.
the headlines.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was the 19th, and then, of course, to cap things off on 420... I skipped one, actually, but I'll come back to it. On 420, CSX tipped over a bunch of cars on top of a bunch of parked cars. So
Nice.
they string-lined onto, like, a dozen parked automobiles next to the track. That's gotta suck. And
I
then...
love how some of the trucks just fell off on some of them.
Yeah. Oh, they're only held in there by gravity.
Yeah.
So, approximately like a day after CPX came into CPKC came into existence. Yeah, different derailment. Different merger.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad. Remember when we thought that was going to happen? Anyway,
CPCSX would be so cursed.
yeah, it would. But
Did it even connect?
Canadian Pacific, they must. Canadian Pacific, Kansas City, derailed west of Moosehead Lake, Maine, and set some stuff on fire.
Ironic.
And also, didn't it destroy a heritage unit?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
destroyed the CN Heritage unit.
Ah, wait,
No
CN heritage
way!
unit?
Really?
No, it's the CP one.
Yeah, the CP one.
Like 8019?
80, what is that?
No,
look
it was
like?
7011.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It didn't just destroy it. There was no visible remains of the engine aside from the cab
Oh,
and the
this
radiator
is the
fans
one.
on one side.
Oh.
This is the one with the cool like heritage scheme on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so upsetting.
And when I say the cab is like still existed, I mean like But like the only reason we know it still existed is because the crew survived. There was no visible confirmation that the cab still exists.
Oh yeah, it's just
in any
underneath
way,
some
shape, or
tank
form.
cars. It's down there.
Yeah. The only visible confirmation of the engine is in fact the radiator fans, which got splattered on another Gevo. Or on another
Oh, no.
SD70.
I don't even know what happened in this wreck.
Oh, I can tell you about that.
Please do.
There was a
FC1,
washout,
dude.
and they went into the washout at like 50 miles an hour.
That's right. That's right. And I remember this because I had to explain to Shelby what a washout was.
Train hit a washout. Where was this?
In Maine.
Maine.
Oh, in Maine. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Middle of nowhere, Maine.
They have those in Maine.
They do.
Oh
Washouts
yeah,
and trains.
it rains a lot of dude.
Anyway,
Believe it or not.
so I gotta go make the cargo stock. Whoops. I knew I was forgetting something.
Look at that singular little tiny tank car.
It's hiding.
Yeah. You just want to go.
Yeah, so
That's adorable.
CPKC's first wreck. Meanwhile, KCS had a wreck and CP had a wreck. They both had send-off incidents. So
Oh,
CP
Hey,
and
that's
KC, as individual railroads, this is the last time they will appear in the mantle of responsibility. Say goodbye to them.
Bye.
shout out to him for the Grand Trunk Auto Rack that's on this train.
Nice. Now, where's the P&W one?
There's a couple more. This is quite the hell of a train.
Look at these little tiny hoppers.
These
Yeah,
are the ones I pull
little-
around with Lee.
Yeah. Oh, no, it looks like we've got two mid-train DPUs.
I like how there was only one locomotive on the front, and we have mid-train DPUs.
The CSX is doing that now in Florida, and it's so weird.
I don't understand the utility of that.
Maybe it's to prevent maybe it's so
Black
they have
action.
eyes. Maybe it's so they have eyes in the middle of the train.
I mean,
Well, I guess they don't because the DPU.
Yeah, no one's in
Yeah.
there. It would.
That's precision scheduled railroading, bro. That's all that is.
I mean, yeah, it is entirely possible they've just come through the locals
It's
together and
just
said this
PSR,
is
bro.
good.
That's all it is. I was rail fanning with the CSX dude on Thursday, and I asked him that same question. He just said it's just PSR. That's all it is. Sometimes they put like a crew in there to watch the middle of the train, but not. He said 9 times out of 10 it's just PSR. That's all it is.
I would also like to point out the mid-train DPUs have headlights. Their headlights are on.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, I've actually seen them on before. Yeah, I noticed it.
This probably also it's like an SD60, I think. 1818. Oh no, it's an Ace.
It's like stubby.
I don't know if the lights are on. If the lights are on, then maybe there's someone in there. But
I mean,
I
the
don't know,
head-
maybe they just do that.
Yeah.
Headlights, like the rear lights and front lights, are both on for both units. It's really weird.
There's a hobo
That's what I'm
shoestrings in there.
saying. Aren't those supposed to stay off? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the FEC did that a couple of days ago, where they left the ditch lights on but the headlight off.
Well, anyway, so the Class 1 mantle responsibility falls for the moment to Burlington Northern Santa Fe.
Impossible.
Timeline are we in?
I don't know.
Not the good one, apparently.
Yeah. So, what do we think is the best wreck of the period? I bet the I think the salsa wreck is it.
So what defines best wreck?
What
I'm
defines
going with
best?
the salsa, bro. I'm not.
East, did you ask what defines best wreck? East.
Like, are we doing
Yeah.
funniest, like most damaging?
Honestly, up to you. I think in this case, it's
Salsa, bro.
in this case I
Salsa.
think it's salsa, but it could be the other
No,
one.
it has to be. Bro.
like,
It has to be
okay,
the salsa, man.
CPKT though, within the first
yeah,
day, the exact
I'm
stuff to
gonna go
deal with.
I'm gonna go with CPKC because they blew up a heritage unit, and the only reason I'm choosing this is because the crew didn't suffer any major injuries.
I mean, a derailment that kills a
Actually,
bunch
no,
of
yeah,
people
this
is
is-
probably a winner also.
I mean, yeah, but
yes.
like specifically because they didn't.
I'm
kill
gonna have
anyone.
to go with the
So
the train that,
CPKC versus salsa.
hold
I'm
on.
gonna have to go with the train that flattened a bunch of parked cars
Yeah,
because it's funny how they just like
that's OD, bro. That's
they just
OD
like
as
they just
hell.
bonked. They just fell over. It's like a model
It is
railroad
pretty
wreck.
funny.
Also,
Let me-
Alice, I think your Providence and what's the box cut Auto X coming up here?
Oh, okay. Well, TJ, of the two, could you tie break? of the two, of the CPKC wreck and the salsa wreck.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with salsa. Yeah.
Okay, all right, salsa it is. All right, I'm gonna highlight the salsa wreck. Where is that? That's the 13th.
Tyler, we should unionize.
You should unionize, yeah.
Hold on, yeah, there's this. I'm putting the salsa wreck in bold in the Colossal Mantle of Responsibility section in the cargoes below. If you guys want to see the pictures of the locomotive covered in salsa, I bet that smelled really good after it was in the sun for a while.
I actually doubt that. I don't think rotting salsa tastes too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like does anyone else remember when the Alfredo truck crashed in Memphis?
Oh no.
Yeah, because Gene never shuts up about it.
He forgot about it. I never shut up about it.
Oh, it's a double Conrail auto rack. Look, they got the older logo and the newer logo.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
The Conrail and the Conrail quality. Anyway,
you've got some new CP ones coming up as well. Or I guess former CP ones.
Ex-CP ones.
CP is now a fallen flag.
Oh, actually, I have FEC news that isn't actually like news because no one gives a shit about the FEC.
All right, go on.
I'll it's not with derailments or anything like that.
Well, no, we can talk. It's local service now. If you want to talk about the FEC, you're well within your rights.
Sure. So the FEC is scrapping a shitload of hoppers.
611.
All the 131s, 13XX, 14XX, 131XXs, and the ROCX cars, and they're all being replaced, but they're all like 50, 60 years old. Old Ortners, old 100-ton cars, 70-ton hoppers. My bad. It's kind of sad that they're getting scrapped, but I understand why.
Wait, does this cam have radio audio too?
I don't know. This is quite the train, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna end like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, I think I do see the end here, and I also see Ellis's P&W box auto rack. It should be in the cam, and it's right after the UP one.
Okay, yay! There it is.
There it is.
White. Yeah, I wish I could zoom in. I can't.
Look at all that graffiti from woke Worcester and woke Providence.
Yeah.
You know,
that is another Conrail one as well.
I can't wait to watch trains go by in Tollbrand. I replaced my graphics card, and I think AI is back on the menu. I don't know what like the living railroad thing is gonna do, but I think AI is back on the menu for me.
No, another double Conrail.
Yeah. Oh, and another. Oh, is that a PNW one? I don't think that's a PNW one.
No, they're all white.
No, it's a white one, but I think it's not PNW.
Oh, I see it.
Got a question for you. What is?
Dude.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Raya, what?
What is AI back on the menu? What is that referring to?
That's a good question. So, I do every week. I do my streams of building my route in trains called Tollbrand, and one of my big goals on Tollbrand has been to automate the entire route. So I ran into a wall, so to speak, because I was unable to do any more automation because I was taxing my computer so much that the trains would not couple; they would just clip through one another and derail. So,
so run 8.
I upgraded my computer, and now it thankfully doesn't do that anymore. So I might be able to make some more AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost dropped a whole jug of candy on the floor. That could have been really bad.
Has anyone? What have you guys been doing for train stuff? I know that. Look at these guys on the scooters. They're going rail fanning, but via scooter. I'd do that.
I don't remember what I've talked about. So if we haven't had a podcast in 3 weeks, I think I was on the last podcast. Right?
You were. You and Tyler were both on the last podcast.
So I need to find something that I did over. Oh, I know what I did.
What'd you do?
I'll send some photos. I chased a brand spanking newly painted CSX engine.
Oh.
I just have to find this chat. The Iron Horseman, not administration, please. Is this the right chat? Terminus podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Nope.
the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to Terminus News instead. And just so everyone gets a little uneasy here. The 1 is not actually aligned with the rest of the numbers.
I hate that. Why must the shops mess up in this way?
Always great.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, right, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you posting this. Yeah, it's a little infuriating. 90-31.
Oh, that thing's sexy, man. Look at that.
I know, man. Seeing that, it was so beautiful looking.
Hey, this isn't a train.
Fast.
No, that's an F1 car. I also saw.
Hey.
But the Terminus chat. Oh, never mind. I'm blind. Like the Terminus chat disappeared. I was selected on it. I just scrolled up to watch the rail cam. I'm like, why are my photos? So fun fact about this.
Yeah.
Red Bull shipped the car out, but they forgot to remove Max Verstappen's steering wheel. Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one he won his second championship with.
All right.
So they valued it at like $300,000.
All right.
So the guy had to like screw it into the like drive shaft.
Jeez.
I'm
The
scrolling
F1
up.
steering wheels are a little wacky.
Yeah.
But yeah, has anyone done anything train related?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
420. 420. I just skipped work and just watched trains all day. It was pretty fun.
And I also went to the club and ran my steamer. But that's like the extent of the train stuff I did.
Me when the main potatoes boxcars. I see them.
Yeah, I posted like all the trains I caught on 420. Like I dumped them all in the photo dump, so like they're up there somewhere. But
Yeah.
I caught a bunch of Amtrak, a bunch of NSs.
Cool. Tyler, how's Cookie?
It's
Detailed.
to grow. I've installed new brake cylinders, working on the brake shoes, did work on the running gear. I learned I actually hit the driver centers out by like a third of an inch too much, and then
Oh no!
so that was messing up tolerances. This is the level of detail, folks.
Yeah, it's also the level
Brain
of sanity he's going through, or lack of sanity.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine, Tyler. We care for you, please.
Hey, Tyler.
Not fun.
Tyler, I have a question for you.
Yes,
How many backups of this file do you have?
I have a fair amount.
Okay, good. Are they
I imagine he would make a backup like
on-
every time he changed
Yeah, but-
something.
but on how many computers do you have them?
Yeah, you should send a backup to
Are
me
they
just in
are,
case.
are they stored in the cloud? Are they on different?
I have 2 computers, and
Okay.
it's also on a USB drive. So
Okay.
Computer swing to and fro.
it's
Okay.
mostly staying on one now because
is
very
that a
very
3D
powerful
print?
computer.
Yeah, it's Blender.
This is
Oh wow, dude, that's gonna come out sick.
Yeah,
Well,
you know
thank
what's
you.
not going to be sick
That's if
is
he
my
ever
poor
finishes.
computer.
Oh no, your poor
Oh, yeah,
computer
no,
is going to be sick. It's going to be wheezing
PC.
for air.
Your PC is gonna be fried, dog. Oh god.
my lovely new computer is not fried
Yeah.
though, which is nice.
Tyler going out of his way to make sure Ellis's computer can never run this thing.
I'm just going to be
Oh,
playing
details.
catch up. Well, in 10 years... No, sorry, that's actually too recent. In 2,500 years, when this is done, then all I have to do is wait for my secondhand hardware to catch up to it.
Yeah, I mean, when it's done, Tyler's gonna have like a
A beard.
50XX like car. Tyler's going to have actual children.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to have a family.
Yeah, his children's actually going to complete Cookie because he's going to die before he could finish it.
It's gonna be a
No. They'll be my
multi-generational
grandchildren.
project.
Yeah, is that a caboose?
What?
Yeah, this is one of my catches from Thursday. So we have so I live in like I live in like Southern Virginia, right? So it's mainly like Norfolk Southern, CSX, and Amtrak. So we have a local that runs through our area called NSVO7, and it's pretty much an intermodal. You got a ton of container cars. You might have a few oil cars on the back, but it always has this little. It's like an old N&W caboose, and it has that on the back of the train every time because they have to reverse like back into a train yard. So I'd be blowing the whistle at us too.
That's cool.
Usually friendly. He blows a horn shot.
Cool.
So yeah, that was a good picture. And then fucking an intermodal came flying past on the left while I took this picture too. So yeah, it was pretty dope.
That is really cool. You know what? First of all, whistles on caboose are a vibe, but
Yeah, it has like one of them shrill, like the real loud. Like,
yeah, it's like an air whistle. I assume.
I wish we had cabooses.
Yeah.
We just have conductors that hang off the side of cars like YOLO. I also have a picture from the backing move.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking at this picture and it like, it's funny to me because I know that this is like a modern steel caboose for like modern duties, but the way the light is playing onto it, it just looks like an ancient wooden hack.
Literally.
Also, I thought this person was sitting. I was like, this person's just sitting on the back end of the train.
Bro, I have a video. Do y'all know that red NS caboose that has like the silver roof?
Nope.
So I have a model of that. Nope. Oh, y'all don't know that one? Oh, it's a caboose. It's like bright red and it has like a silver roof. Like I have a model of it, but pretty much I saw.
Oh, here comes
Let me see if I can
another
find a video of it. But it was a.
Here comes a
You're making me think of the like whatever punt something or other van that was like it's like the nicest caboose in trains. I don't know why it's making me think of that. Though.
It's a red. If y'all could look it up, it's a red Norfolk Southern caboose, and it has like a bright silver like roof on it. Like I've seen it in action before, like on a local before.
Another manifest.
It's Manifest Destiny.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say okay MacArthur, but then I realized, that's not MacArthur.
That's predates MacArthur by a little bit.
MacArthur manifesting destiny on the other East Coast.
Bro, no, I can't tell you how excited I am for June. I'm going to Florida. I really hope I can catch a bright line. I'm so excited. Like I really hope it's open, bro.
I'm absolutely going to catch Brightline going 110, and it is going to be so cool.
You know who else is going to catch Brightline going 110? Probably like a bunch of pedestrians, about one a month.
I was about to say, like, because on the Northeast Quarter, you don't really catch things get it going fast, but even if you do, you're at a station. I'm about to be here, standing 2 feet from the track.
Bam!
I know somewhere where you can see a train go 110 right next to the track.
For disclosure, I'm not going to be standing 2 feet away from the track, but I am going to be witnessing people try to beat the train.
I'm lucky. I got an uncle who lives like right by the Northeast Quarter. Like he lives like right outside of Philly, and his house is like right next to a train bridge, and he sees the Amtrak trains going.
Nice.
Like 100, 110 like every day, dude. He's a lucky dude.
Nice.
Lucky.
I used to commute from Warwick to Boston every day, and the train station in Warwick here is on a dead straight stretch of the Northeast Corridor. So you'd be sitting waiting for your commuter train, and then the Acela
Jersey, right?
No, it's Rhode Island, up close to Massachusetts. But you'd be sitting waiting for your commuter train, and then just the Acela would blow by at like 150.
Tyler, there's absolutely no way you had that meme on hand.
I did not have
that. I refuse to believe you did anything but create that right now specifically for me.
What did he create?
Look it up.
Send it in the Terminus.
Oh, god damn it. Oh my god.
To brag, but I'm halfway done filling my basement with gasoline. What the hell, bro? Northern Isle.
All right. We're at half an hour. We need to cap this segment off. For more fun stories, tune into Sunday Driving. Raya, have you looked in the list of Locomotive verses at all?
is time for.
So, I looked at it a little bit.
Well, is there anything that jumps out at you?
I definitely want to start.
What'd you say?
Honestly, there was because I was with if y'all know Hobo Joe.
Oh yeah.
And then I met up with him on Thursday
Yeah,
before he
yeah,
went
yeah.
back home. And
Oh yeah.
we were talking a little bit. We were talking about if y'all know. Okay, so New York Central, right? They had them the big ass what do they call it? Them freight engines that they had, Pacifics, right? And they looked big as hell. And then you had the Lackawanna. Their Pacifics were big as hell too. So I'm trying to figure out whose is better, New York Central's or Lackawanna's, because they bulky ass engines. So whose is better?
All right, let's see.
I ask people this all the time, and then they have a good answer for me.
New York Central Pacific, you said? So 462.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Tyler's gonna.
Let's see.
Yeah, Tyler's gonna have to be doing some like in-depth research here to try and find it.
Well, let's see.
Okay,
New York Central Pacifics. I mean, we could just do a Class K. Or wait, like, what's the latest
Well,
one?
but there may be like multiple classes.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yeah, there are a lot of.
there are a
classes
lot
on
of
the
different
New
classes
York
of
Central.
Pacific that the Central had.
Let's see.
Also, the Lackawanna had
Which one was doing?
they had streamlined Pacifics.
Oh, did
Well,
they?
if he said it was beefy, then
Yeah.
Well, I think they're all
Were
the same.
you sure that it was a Pacific or a Mohawk?
Or a
Because
Northern.
you said freight, and the Pacifics weren't really known that well for freight.
Oh, actually, I might be thinking of a Northern class. Yeah, not Pacific. I'm thinking.
yeah, no,
The Northern class.
the-
All right,
I mean-
so
yeah, the Niagaras would make sense.
all right. Well, so what is a Lackawanna?
Yeah,
in
Niagara.
Northern?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Niagara.
Okay,
That's what
yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah, the Niagara.
Yeah, when he said NYC, like big NYC engine, the first thing that went in my head was the Niagara.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
try
what
to
I'm
take him
thinking
at
of,
his
the
word.
Niagara.
Let's see. What does a Lackawanna have for a Northern?
Because I hear debate because Lackawanna has some very powerful freight engines too. I hear debates about NYC versus Lackawanna all the time. So I want to settle this right now.
Oh my God, Ellis, you're never gonna believe what the Lackawanna engines are classified as.
Oh no, let me see one.
Q1s and Q2s.
Yes, all right, I'm doing the Lackawanna
Q3
engine.
and
Give
Q4.
them to me.
Well, yeah, it's Q1 through Q4, so you could have what the PR could never achieve.
Imagine what a
That's
Imagine
pretty
what a
much- yeah,
Q4 would have
been.
I would honestly
like
say
a
take.
6666.
Let me do a quick comparison.
I'll take the Niagara if no one else wants it.
Okay.
Okay, so Lackawanna Q class versus NYC Lackawanna, or not NYC Niagara.
Lackawanna
that's what I'm thinking right here.
Q4.
Okay.
Q4. Hold on.
Let me just do a very brief.
Which is the Niagara, the A or the B? Or
They're
they,
both
you know,
Niagaras.
just,
I think isn't the Niagara
Yeah.
just what they called their northern?
You'll want to take the S1B. That's production.
yeah, because I just realized the number difference. Yeah.
What is this?
Honestly, it might.
Oh my God, this one has end of the train. This one has a mid-train DPU too.
And well, this one had 3 engines on the head, so I imagine this
Yeah.
train's loaded.
Ellis,
loaded.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave
3
which
engines.
subclass of the Qs you want to take up to you because it's.
It would be really funny. If
I'm
you
gonna
took
find
of
the
those.
one that I can find the best picture of, and I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got to find a picture of it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I got
don't
a
think it's
photo.
particularly
I got a
hard.
photo.
I have a lot of diagrams of the Niagaras now. For some reason.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
should put.
building it.
Yeah. If you could find
Which-
diagrams, that worked out better.
which-
don't it?
Oh, Tyler is the king of diagrams.
Oh wait, don't we have to go with a specific number? Is that how we're doing it now?
Yeah, that's how you're doing it. A specific
Okay.
number at a specific point in time. So I usually just pick like, this is the picture I have. That's what I'm doing.
All right, I
Should we
need
do
to.
like a Q2 or 3?
This is a Q4 actually. So this is a.
Interesting.
Oh, is there like no difference between the production variant and the prototype? Of like any noticeable amount?
Yeah, mom.
Because I found a very good photo of the prototype, but not of the. There's not really too many good photos of the.
There's
production
a
one.
difference. There's a difference. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it.
see
I
the
think
difference, but
Ellis
it's extremely minor. I think.
knows. No, it's not.
Oh, then I'm not looking at the.
Then
Look
this is
at the last.
this-
Look at the last paragraph
Niagara right
of
here.
the S1A's entry in Loco Base.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this
this
is
thing's
Niagara.
cold now.
You'll
Ooh.
see. You'll see what I mean.
I see, I
Yeah,
see.
Albeit,
things were huge. Bro.
what if East just took the poppet valve one?
No.
That would be awesome.
So what I'm hearing is the S1A is actually better.
I mean, you can
Hello?
do the S1A if you want.
I'm just trying to. I just can't find a picture of anything that isn't the S1A.
Really?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I finally found one of not S1A.
S-1A or S-1B. Which one are you doing? S-1B?
The B, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Not the B's.
Here's a nice image of 6016.
Alright,
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, that thing beautiful. Look at that.
Alright, I'm totally gonna get dunked on. There's no way a Lackawanna Northern is gonna take down a Niagara, but you know what? I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Listen,
Well, this is what the whole game is for.
yeah, this is what the game is for. Listen, if I can pull a win out of this one, I'll be very happy.
All right, go ahead, Ellis.
Alright. You're just gonna give it to me? You're gonna defer? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna defer.
All right, I'll keep track of points.
Yes, please do. Let me just look at these two locomotives. God damn, I'm
Yeah,
so.
Look at them.
Oh, I'm looking at them.
Niagara
I'm looking at my doom. You know what? I think
Niagara has to win this.
there's no way the Niagara isn't winning. But you know what? I'll start out. I'll
That's
get
what I'm
myself
saying,
at least a
really.
point over here. Let's do tender, load, and weight.
Now you're that.
The hell was that?
337,000.
337,000 pounds, huh?
Yeah.
313,000 pounds.
Mm.
Point to Lackawanna.
Okay,
Ellis,
okay,
you're
I got one. I got one out of the way.
And only barely as well. Only
Yeah,
like 20,000
I am
pounds.
not
Yeah.
happy with how close that was. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I
like
Okay, so
I-
y'all,
like-
y'all doing a checklist for this. I like it.
that either means your engine is massive or your tender is made of lead.
yeah.
So what's the checklist? Are we doing like weight, speed, like distance
So-
traveled?
So
like
We have
Yeah,
we have a website called steamlocomotive.com, and by we I mean it's run by two wonderful, wonderful guys, Steve Lanso and Wes Barris, and they have a practically
That's good.
comprehensive database of tens of thousands of steam locomotives and about 40 stats apiece. So that's what we pull from for
Wow,
numbers. Yeah,
dude.
honestly, it's really good. Let's see flues.
Oh, there
Alright.
go more scooter people in the back.
Who's
Oh yeah.
East?
Flues.
Yeah. Hold up, Tyler. I would like to point out the last paragraph you mentioned. The things it mentioned are completely different than they are on the stat page.
Interesting.
So you may want to. Oh no, never mind. I'm blind. Well, I'm not blind, but it's weird how it's like phrased. I don't know what I'm like. Anyway, flues. 177, 4 inches.
Yes! 202, 3.5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, I
that's
got
a
2
point to
points.
Lackawanna.
I got 2.
Ooh.
two for
let's-
Niagara.
Yeah, 2 for the
Two for the
Lackawanna,
Lackawanna.
2 for the Q4.
This probably won't last.
This probably will not
won't.
last.
It-
I am
it
picking
will
my
not
battles
last.
extremely carefully. Let's see superheating surface, then.
Okay. Let me make sure we do it. Number 2073.
2073, 2108. Or sorry, 2180.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
3 points for Lackawanna.
Oh, okay. I like where this is going.
I don't like where this is going.
Well, I think I'm
I
about to
don't like where
run
this is
out
going either. I don't like this either, East. I don't either.
of. Let's
Right.
see.
It's only a matter of time.
It is 100%
Before the-
a matter of time.
Okay.
Actually, there are some things that I think I can win, though.
There are probably a couple of things you can win.
Let's
If
see.
the Warriors could blow a 3-1 lead, the Lackawanna can too.
Shut up. Let's see driver wheelbase.
Interesting. 2050. 20.5.
20.5, 19.5.
4
Um,
oh
4-0. Let's do
Oh, that was a beautiful pass.
Let's do overall wheelbase, engine and tender.
Overall wheelbase. 97.21.
86.54.
Mm.
A lot of that is probably the tender.
Oh, hey, this train has one of those steel cars that were brought back into service. If only we had just finished Royales, and this would have been a perfect transition.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
We will,
Yeah.
certainly. Let's see. You've got the big... I think you have the big scoopy tender, so... man, I don't like this at all. Minimum weight of rail.
Oh, 115.
114.
Oh.
Alright, weight on drivers.
They doing New York Central bad right now.
Spo just put Haslam in. Weight on
I
drivers?
can't believe Locomotive do like this.
275.
274!
No!
Yes! Oh my god. I'm gonna...
Okay.
The smoke deflectors.
Yeah, they weigh you down. It's all that downforce.
Keep
The
going.
Q1s were better? Are you kidding me?
No, they're not.
Wait for it.
I just have had... Well, you know, I invented the game, so I feel like I ought to be good at it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. What do I...
There's the end of the train.
Where on earth do I go from here?
You should absolutely ask
I think
White.
Locomotive is the win here, bro. I'm not going to lie.
No, we're only 4
It's not-
points. There's
it's
like
not gonna
40
win.
points on the board.
It's so not going to win. Let's do engine wheelbase.
Engine
Hopefully.
wheelbase.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
48.42.
Oh, cool. 46.08. All right.
Yeah, I don't think you were going to win that considering you also had a... Never mind.
No.
Okay, wait. So
No,
that's,
I won that.
Is that a
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think I was
Oh,
going
you
to
didn't think you were going to. Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can only just go to weight stats then. For what is your engine weight?
Engine weight is 471,000.
471,000. 447.
Oh.
Okay, and that means I'm gonna ask
Total engine
Ellis
intender.
Temelio's weight computation.
Where's the sheet?
It's under the local rail. It's the link that says local rail. Weight on drivers divided by engine weight, which is 274 divided by 447. I think those numbers are right. 274.
Damn.
Yeah, 274
Alright, that's a
divided by
point
447. That's 0.61 for me and 0.58 for you. All right, I got another point. All right, where's the score right now?
10-0.
10-0?
Damn.
Oh man, I can't believe I got 10 points up. All right, I need to gamble. Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
run it.
You are at the point of gamble.
I am getting to the point of gamble. Give me total engine and tender weight. Though
808.
that isn't a gamble. You said 800?
808.
Oh, 808. 760.
All right.
Um,
11-0.
oh man.
Alright,
I'm making the wall steep for you to climb, but
Yeah, I need to start looking at stuff like where's the banana and what does a banana look like.
yeah, I need to ask, good sir, for your flue and tube length.
Flue tube length is 19.94.
What? 19.94? Why is
Do
it?
you have like?
Mine is 2150. Mine's real
12-0.
big.
Mine isn't even nicely converted to metric. It's just a random number.
That's just how big they were, I guess. Okay. I can't believe I'm even up points.
Oh yeah, East Heat 1. Jimmy had a 30 piece. I told you.
Nice.
What's next?
Jimmy had exactly 30.
What is your evaporative heating surface?
Evaporative heating surface is 4,823.
5,488.
There's no way you're gonna sweep this.
5,488.
I
Still hasn't got a point yet.
I swear to God, if you sweep.
I haven't fumbled. I'm still going. What's your combined heating surface?
Combined heating surface 6896.
7668.
Damn.
What is your evaporating heating surface divided by cylinder volume?
254.92.
Ah.
Did you fumble?
Oh my
Ah.
god! I've been
Ah.
led astray. I've been led astray this whole time.
No. 240.
Fumble.
240.6.
L.
Riot, don't. It ain't over till the fat northern sings, okay?
My first point. I've got no effing clue what I want to
My
ask.
armor is broken.
Alright,
the Q1s really like this? They were really like this?
I'm gonna gamble. So,
Oh my
that
God,
means
come
you
on,
have
Eric.
that means you have larger cylinders than me.
So it would seem.
I mean, yeah, if you have a larger evaporative heating surface and you have a smaller divide by cylinder volumes, that means you have a larger.
I'm looking at the pictures side by side, and I sure do have larger cylinders. I probably should have picked that out.
Is this Amtrak coming in, or what is this? Yeah. Oh, it's got a heritage unit.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go with number and class.
Oh, god damn it. 20.
24, number built.
Also 20.
24.
Alright, thanks. Enjoy those easy points.
Thank you.
I
driver diameter.
scrounged for every last... 74, I think. Yeah, 74.
79.
You're
Boiler
only
pressure.
79? You're not at even 80? Wow.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure is 250.
275.
This is a blowout, dude.
No, it's not. He's coming back.
Oh, it is a heritage unit. I mean, I didn't think TJ lied. I just didn't know which one it was.
Which one is
it?
Why'd you say that to me?
It's 148, 145.
New York, we trust.
What do you say?
I'm thinking. I'm gonna. This is one point in time where I really wish I had how to read valve gear. I need to look at a Niagara side by side. Listen, okay, I'm not a Steam guy. You know this.
Yeah, but this is so much.
Oh man, it's what 14-5. We're 1 point away from going to style points, and the game has barely begun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, next time if I'm in this, if I'm doing this next time with y'all, I'm doing ACL versus Seaboard next time.
the valve gears look too similar for me to tell.
They do look pretty similar.
Yeah. So,
honestly, when y'all should do that? When y'all should do ACL versus what's it called? ACL versus Seaboard. That'd be fun.
You got to pick a certain locomotive, but yeah.
Here's a good side-by-side image. Oh, that is one hell of not what. I don't trust my eyes.
You got to pick something.
Tyler, you're making me want to do it, but I don't know if it's right.
Of course it's right.
Yeah, either Baker. I mean Valkyria.
Wall shirts.
Baker.
Yeah.
They literally look the same.
Yeah, I mean they do look pretty similar. It's sort of an advanced wall shirts on the Q4. But
if you've got the curved casting, it's Baker. If you don't, it's wall sharks.
Oh, I did notice that. I just didn't know if that actually made a big difference or not.
Yeah, that's one of the easy ways to spot Baker usually.
Do we have a thing on what's called? We don't.
You
should
just forfeit is what you should do.
No,
don't go to style points. Don't call any other stats. Just forfeit.
No.
Damn.
Would Robert?
What do you know about the Niagara?
Not much.
Okay. What were you
I
gonna say?
know they're fast. I was thinking.
They're the primary. They're one of the primary freight engines on the NYC for real. They use them on majority of their freight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with tractor effort.
Yeah.
I think they use them on. I'm pretty sure the Niagaras are mostly passenger. I think you're thinking of Mohawks. Those are the freight engines.
Yeah,
but Robert
Mohawks.
Robert Livingston's power computation for me.
Niagara's control freight though. They have their own on freight.
Well, yeah. Wait, did you want tractive effort?
You do the same.
When did
And
the
I give a word
Lackawanna...
of advice.
Go ahead.
Robert Lamasinas does not care about cylinder.
Yeah, I was thinking Robert Lamacina.
Didn't you just ask for tractive effort?
No.
Oh, okay. Pretty sure you did, but
Robert Lamacina's power competition.
okay. 22,050.
27,775.
Yeah, that's what the larger boiler pressure will do for you.
Yeah. Plus superheater percentage. You have a load of superheaters, but I beat you by 5,000 points.
Same but above plus superheater percentage.
Yeah.
28,227.
Okay, 36,108.
Oh,
Same as above, but substitute.
Firebox area for great area 157,760.
179,823.
Yeah, I knew I was going to lose here.
Okay, I'm gonna go with power 1.
I was trying to keep us away from the power computations. I don't appreciate it. Sorry, you said power L1?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just was responding to the ping. Power L1 is 37,272.
49,748, and then power MT.
Power MT is 1199.57.
1595.28.
15! Wow!
I know.
Yeah.
I saw 15 and I was like, "Ha, damn."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I hear music?
Okay. Year built?
Yeah.
Year built 1934.
Oh, 45.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was afraid of.
That's
why I knew I wasn't going to win in the end.
Damn, man. Come on, Central.
What's
Right,
the
can
score?
you cut the
12,
music,
14?
please?
I'm
man,
gonna.
I
I know.
was
No. I think I'm gonna go with. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really zoom into your builder's plate. I
Okay.
think that's an Alco builder's plate. Because it's not the circular Baldwin one, so I know we'd at least tie. So I'm not gonna go with builder. Yeah, let's do tractive effort finally, I guess.
All right, tractive effort, 72,034.
Should not have asked that. 61,000.
Oh, wow, that's a lot lower than I expected. All right, I'll take that point. Now what?
Drivers, smaller cylinders.
Now what the hell do I do? Oh, right, cylinders.
Damn it, Tyler.
What are your high pressure cylinders?
25.5 by 32.
All right, 28 by 32.
Yeah.
All right, those are some Thickum
no
cylinders.
competition needed.
Yeah, no math required. Oh man. I don't know if I can win anything else. I might just have to go to style points.
You should do local base ID for the meme.
No, absolutely not.
Wait, don't we do host choice?
Oh.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think
are
I'm
you
just gonna
going
have
to
to go to
style?
style points.
All right. TJ, you want to go first?
Number built.
No, we did
We
that.
already did that. Stuff that
Sorry, I
we
meant
haven't
to
done.
go-
We haven't done fuel capacity, water capacity.
Local base ID.
We haven't done local base
LSD
ID.
Ellis Amelio's power.
Already did that.
Oh, this
we
is
did that.
traveled?
We
Damn it.
haven't
Oh, this
done
is traveled?
factor of adhesion. We haven't.
We also haven't done builder, but I think we're the same.
Yeah, we haven't
All
done
right,
builder.
let's
We
do
haven't
factor of
done
adhesion.
a factor of adhesion.
Oh,
right.
pain. Can I get a veto?
No,
No.
mine's not great either. 3.8.
Oh, but mine's way worse. 4.47.
I did not think yours would be even remotely bad. You're like the pinnacle of northern design.
Okay, Raya, do you want to ask them first at?
Yeah.
I can list off some ones that haven't been called yet for you.
Total distance traveled?
Unfortunately,
That's
that's not a stat.
Oh, damn.
yeah.
That's
It's okay. Hold on.
There's
Yeah, Tyler, tell him what ones have not been called yet.
Okay. We haven't called tender fuel or wire capacity. I think we've called ratio driving wheelbase.
We haven't done local base ID.
Haven't done
Yeah, we
that.
haven't done local base ID.
No, what about wheelbase? What's the
Did
deal
it?
with wheelbase?
We've done the wheelbase
We did
stats.
overall and engine
Oh,
and driver
this-
wheelbase, yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
But we haven't done
So-
What
ratio
are
of
the
driving
other
wheelbase. We haven't done the ratio
one
of the
second.
wheelbases.
Yeah.
Do that. Do the ratio. Do the ratio.
Okay, 0.42. Oh, did East have to go? I think he said 1
East?
second.
Okay.
Well, I
Well, it's
wonder.
been like 3, so.
I guess we'll never know. In fact, you can probably just give me that point, and we'll just move on. In fact, we can just end it here. I'm up. 17 to 12.
Wow.
We definitely don't need to talk about the style points.
So you know what? I will preemptively put in loco base ID as my call.
Okay, loco base.
You cower.
I do cower because it's in the 9,000s. It's over 9,000.
I say. I think.
Okay.
Man, I can't believe Lackawanna blew my night.
There are still styles.
Yeah,
like that,
I hate
man.
to break it to Uriah, but it's not over yet.
I'm back.
Okay,
Okay.
What's that?
what is your ratio of driving wheelbase?
0.42.
Okay, it's the same. It's a tie. All right.
Oh wow, equals. Okay.
ID.
Yeah, what is your
Give
local
me
base
the
ID?
numbers.
5582.
5582?
Are you 5581?
No, I am 9,247.
All right.
That's a rough.
Going into style
That's
points.
a rough number for me. Okay. What do I have that you don't? Nothing, probably.
Elephant ears?
Nope. He has elephant ears and
me.
I don't.
Okay.
Folding coupler.
Ooh, New York Central? Ooh.
Yeah, you got the
that's-
folding coupler on me. You got the elephant ears.
Embossed number plates.
I'm sorry. What? Oh, on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't think I have one of those. I don't see a
All
place
right.
for me to put it.
Yeah.
Both
It
have,
doesn't even look like you have frontal number plates.
we both have power reverse. We both have a feed water heater.
My guess would be you don't have roller freight.
That's a good question. It's 1934. Let me.
When was Timken?
Timken 4 Ace is like okay. There's a time between when 4 Aces did its thing.
I do have roller freight. I have roller bearings on all engine axles. Not in the tender, I
Okay.
don't think, but I have them on the engine.
Uh,
I don't know what you have on the tender. You've got a centipede tender, so.
yeah.
Let me check here. NY.
Roller bearings on all axles.
Yeah, okay, well, that's more than me.
Yeah.
So point for Niagara there. That ties
Yeah,
it up.
that's the
17.
point. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I don't appreciate this. I don't want to lose, but you definitely win is the thing. I lose. I am the worst. I'm the worst locomotive. Like the New York Central is like terrible and bad because PRR.
Also the scoop.
I was hoping you'd forget about the scoop.
After Fruit forgot about it, I've never forgotten it. Not after he lost by forgetting the scoop.
You
Can
know,
I start giving points out?
only if they're for me.
Okay, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give you a point, and then I'm gonna immediately give East the point.
Okay.
So look in front of your dome.
Is that an air
Tell
horn?
me- I'm pretty sure that's a Wabco air horn.
Yes! Yes!
Let's check Terminus podcast.
Toot supremacy.
East, you have what's called a valve pilot, and that's just fun cheating an engineer.
Nice.
He has a what now?
Because a valve pilot. So essentially what that is they have a cam that is profiled specifically for the performance of the locomotive. So at a certain speed, what it will do is it will give the engineer basically the suggested optimum position of the reverser.
It has an automatic transmission? That's what this is?
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Train transmission.
Oh my god.
Train transmission.
I hate this.
It's great.
I lose, okay?
love it.
Oh, whoa, look, they
real
you guys.
model and trains model.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sorry to interrupt, but if you
What's up?
look at the Roanoke cam in a minute, you might not be
I'm
able
gonna
to see
I'm gonna start giving Lackawanna its respect now. Okay.
Oh wow, and Chuck's backing out.
It almost won.
I know you can't look at the West Cam, but they're protecting the shove. Some guy walked back there with like a flashlight and put it on basically like a flashlight and put it on the last coach on the train. Oh no, he's literally just holding a flashlight. Look, you can see it moving.
Oh yeah, I can see it. That's real funny.
Do I get a point for being on a boxcar?
What? No. No.
Okay, so
but
yes.
However, Ellis, did you see the thing about the NCT-1?
Oh. There is no dash in standard land.
He said, "Do I get a point for being on a boxcar?" I'm crying, bro.
Why does it
I'm
look
gonna
like the tender has
say-
portholes?
Because
I'm gonna say with the real and fake models, Ellis has a brass one.
Oh, okay.
You have
Well, I have
BLI.
brass and BLI
I mean, at least it's
So-
you know.
and MTH.
But East, you have the K&L, and Ellis doesn't have anything. So I'm just gonna give you 1 point for
Yeah, that's
having
that's
more
the way
with
it
the
goes.
virtual.
yeah.
I like the pictures of the Niagaras in electrified territory, just vibing next to third rail.
If the engineer ever has to step out, it's just instant death.
Yeah, you cannot leave. We
Oh,
cannot
hey,
come
what's
out.
this? What is it? Oh, that's
Nope.
not a Niagara.
You're trapped, buddy.
Wait, yeah, it is. No, it isn't.
That is a 6011. Yeah.
All right, have
No,
I lost?
6011 is.
Yeah,
I've lost.
That's a Niagara.
No, this. It's 55, but it looks like it's a Niagara. So why was it renumbered?
That is a Niagara. You want to know why?
Why?
That's the poppet valve one.
my
Oh
God.
no!
And of course it was.
It's the same numbering set.
No.
Okay, so
Did I
Something
win?
tells me this was literally just built to piss off the Penzi.
I mean,
it
it was
is
built
entirely-
because they went, what the hell?
He
Are they,
definitely was.
It
He
went-
definitely pissed the Pennsylvania off with that one.
they went, what they doing over there?
Duplexes could never, baby. They could never, baby.
But
They
the
could never.
Steam Locomotive page literally quotes someone, David R. Stephenson, saying that the S1B was as good, if not better, than a T1.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've established
Yeah,
on
man.
this show time and time again that, as much as I hate to admit it, a New York Central Niagara will dunk on a T1 if given the chance.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I told somebody that too. They thought I was crazy.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
the thing is the T1s are really cool and flashy, and they were like, they're like cutting edge in a sense, but they're not better at being a steam locomotive. And I hate to admit that. However,
Exactly. they were too heavy.
However, the New York Central J3A, their premier streamlined Hudson, is worse than a K4, and I will stand by that till the day I die.
I mean, isn't that proven?
It is proven also by
Yeah.
this very competition.
Yeah. I'll put K class over Hudson's. I'll do that. Yeah, that's fair. That's
All right. Anyway,
Fair.
so
I'll say-
I also have a live Steam model.
I already
Oh,
deleted the points. We're
I
done
know,
here.
I know. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm just.
The New York Central Niagaras beat the Lackawanna Q4 by 2 points, 20-18. So Niagara wins
Yes!
again, surprising nobody.
Oh my god, there's no way someone made a model of this. There's absolutely no way someone made a model of this.
All right, East
Oh
is
my
no longer
God.
allowed on this podcast. Anyway,
Oh my god, someone made diagrams of.
what is that?
Oh yeah, the purpose.
When are we getting this in RO?
No, never.
Oh my
I'm
god,
never
this is
building that.
amazing.
I am East.
What is that? What?
East. I promise
Hello,
you, till the day
please.
I die, I will never build that.
The year
I
is
like how the engine is actually falling apart in the image.
the year is 2062. Tyler has been committed to an insane asylum because he spent the last 3 weeks detailing the inside of the headlight on the Niagara duplex. Anyway,
That's
all right.
amazing.
Votes from Tyler, Rye, and TJ.
All right. I guess TJ, right? You want to go first?
Yeah, this is where you just vote for whichever engine you like.
I think I know what Rye's going to vote for.
Yeah, I think I know what Rye's gonna.
Niagara, baby! You better put me on Niagara, baby!
Okay. one vote for Niagara. TJ?
I'm gonna have to go with the Lackawanna just out of principle.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
respect.
What I will say in the defense of the T1 is that the Niagara is
T1?
better at being a locomotive, but the T1 is arguably better at being a speed demon.
That's
Nonetheless,
Allegedly.
Niagara, please.
yeah, Niagara.
A
There we go.
demon.
All right, and
Allegedly.
the votes 2-1. All right, well that ended pretty much how I expected to, but it definitely didn't start how I expected it to. So I'm gonna break us into the news.
Chose a good one, didn't I?
I
Chose a good one, didn't I?
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it definitely came. Like, I was not expecting it to come down to 2 points.
I totally agree. Especially
Me either, I'm not
considering
gonna lie.
the Q4 is full 10 years older than the Niagara.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Qs are older by like a decade, exactly.
I wonder how the Q4 would do against something its contemporary.
Against the T1.
That's not its contemporary, but
Super Pacific.
yeah.
That like
Or like 844. When were those built?
Those are also
844 was the 40s.
yeah.
Oh, then never mind.
Well, what
I
about
don't know, put it up against
the
Timken.
FEF ones?
Let me check.
Anyway, so
I was thinking for one more argument. Like we don't have to do this, but what was a good freight engine that the Seaboard airline had?
oh boy.
Because I know ACL. had
Diesels. That's
one
what.
like
Yeah, I was gonna say
What-
who's the
Yeah,
SAL,
what-
who's
what
the SAL
freight
guy?
engine
Yeah, me. Diesels.
What freight steam engines did they have? Did they have any? Like
They had
at all?
some. They got rid of them the second they could. I don't know what that says about them. They
Yeah.
had some like 210-2s or something like that.
All right, FEF-1 is
ACL
1937.
ACL
Oh.
K1. Yeah,
Oh,
ACL K1 versus a Seaboard what?
The Seaboard had the duplexes, but like the Seaboard, like the
Duplexes?
largest thing that, not duplexes, mallets, 2 664s,
LA.
like mallet, whatever. But the Seaboard really didn't do steam.
It'd be interesting
saying,
to see
they're
the
more like
2664
diesel.
versus something else. Anyway,
Yeah.
Like ACL.
I mean, they have this
ACL
beautiful looking
K1
engine here.
all
Okay,
right,
we've got
we gotta
lot of
move on to the
things
news.
talk about.
That news.
The news.
Let's get
That news.
started.
Actually, I'll start us. What is with this tender? What
Let's get
is
some news.
what
What
is
with this?
going on with that tender? No,
What
okay,
is
Oh, you want
that?
a bad tender? Give
No.
me a second here.
I don't. I
think
want
the
to.
thing
I
is
want to
great.
talk about
What?
Kansas City, CPKC.
But Matenda.
How much do we think the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl contributed to CPKC?
Hopefully nothing.
At least half. At least half.
At
of
least
that,
half.
by far. No question.
A fair bit in keeping AC in the name.
But yeah,
Question.
the thing is, Canadian Pacific finally absorbed Kansas City Southern. They have a new logo. It's literally just CPKC next to one another in the CP style. Well, they also have the beaver logo, which
Okay, wait. Quick question. When did CP and KC merge again? I don't remember. When did
Last
they
week.
merge? When was this?
4 days ago.
yeah, literally a week ago.
4 days ago.
4
days ago. Okay.
Yep.
I just want to ask. I forgot. Okay, thank you. I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask.
Just happened. Breaking news for this podcast. But yeah,
Damn.
And they're not off to a good start, are they?
no, not if you happen to be in Maine.
Damn.
They're
One of
not
my
off
news
to a
articles is payware.
Rip. So yeah,
Hey,
Canadian
what?
Pacific and Canadian Pacific and Kansas City Southern officially merged on April 14th, 2023. They released a logo. They have a new website, and they did a historic they did a like fake golden spike ceremony in Kansas City, where the two railways touch. They're also still not the largest railroad. Hold on.
They're not the largest by quite a lot.
Yeah, hold on.
Doesn't BNSF and UP still outclass them?
Yeah, hold on. I have the.
Everything still outclasses them, I think, except for CN, but that's only by like 1,000 miles.
Hold on, let me check because
I know
Shortline wrote it out. I was just going to find the message. Yeah, so NS is 19,500 miles, CN is 19,900 miles, CPKC is 20,300 miles, and then CSX is 21K, and then UP and BNSF blow them away with 32K apiece, practically. So
I didn't realize CSX had that many mileage. That's crazy.
Yeah, CSX is it's got about 1,000 miles over NS, or about 1,500 miles over NS.
Yeah.
Even still,
I knew NS and CSX were pretty even.
Yeah. But yeah, CPKC. I am really interested to sort of see how these things merge. I know, Rye, you were like, I don't know how they're going to handle Mexico. It really looks like they're just integrating fully.
Pretty much, yeah, because they got Ferromex, they got a few ones. That's what I'm saying.
I cannot wait for a CPG to end up on blocks.
I'm waiting to see if they will adjust the paint scheme of the Panama Canal Railway. Because that's also
they only own 50% of that.
Yeah,
right?
But now it is under CPKC, and they've always held a KCS styling for most everything.
I wonder what they're going to do with the F40s.
Hopefully keep them.
Mm-hmm.
They better keep them. I have a dumb question. Is the Panama Canal Railway rail locked?
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, yes.
Wait, why essentially?
I mean, if you try hard enough, you could probably train cannon one.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a YouTuber that did it. There's a video on him somewhere. I've seen it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's really cool for like what it's worth.
I remember using the Panama Canal Railway F40s in Locomotion because I thought the scheme was cool. But then I found the Kool-Aid Man F40s and I went, okay, these are
I have a question.
What?
If the Panama Canal Railway were to derail, would that fall under CPKCS?
Hold on. Say that again, sorry.
If the Panama Railway were to derail, would that fall under them?
Wait, who owns the other half?
Good question.
Hopefully the country of Panama.
Well, that
talking about Pan Am, like the blue and white one?
No. Like, there's a railroad that runs along the Panama Canal in Central America that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. That one.
Hey, man. It's about time we, give Central America
the crane
control of some stuff. I think we owe Central America some control.
So
at least
50% MyJack, 50% MyJack, 50% CPKC.
MyJack?
Yeah, the crane company.
No, it's his jack.
Oh, sorry. Your jack?
No, my jack.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ooh. Also, MyJack doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, mine does.
Damn, is it the effort for the smallest
You guys
one?
are the worst. Alright, anyway, this is what the points are going to influence going forward. It's going to change people's rankings on the Horseman waiver wire. Alright, anyway. For the love of God.
Allegedly.
Alright, so that's CPKC. It's really like, we've talked about it for so many months leading up to the event, and it's finally happened, and like, the world hasn't ended, like the ground hasn't opened up. It's really kind of... Alright. There it goes.
You still haven't answered my question.
What was your question? Oh, who would it belong to?
Yeah.
Honestly, I could put it under CPKC. We've never had an issue. Like, we've never had a wreck from them.
I wonder what, by wreckage, what the by wreckage and by death toll, what the safest railroad is.
Safest overall without regard to size?
Yeah.
I mean, probably
And-
like.
I know.
Don't say the 200-foot away.
Well, not anymore because they tore it
Yeah,
up.
it's gone.
Where's the historical society? People.
Hold on, where did I put the? I was gonna put the damn. I was gonna make that my termination, but I guess we just mentioned it, so it's gonna go in the cargoes. Yeah,
No, isn't that what TJ's covering?
Huh?
no,
Oh, I thought someone was covering that.
no. TJ, what are you covering?
Well, if you must know,
No, actually, we don't want to know.
I'm covering, surprise, surprise, something new, the Northeast.
Oh.
Northeast
First.
Passenger Rail.
First with our favorite reoccurring character on this podcast, the MBTA.
Oh, they're a character,
But,
all right.
There's a new antagonist in this story, John P. Pigsley.
Oh, we have his
of
name is Pigsley. Oh, that poor
Yeah.
man. No wonder
Yeah,
he turned
John-
into. No wonder he turned out to be a criminal.
John P. Pigsley of Beverly was arrested Wednesday morning after he was indicted by a federal grand jury. He faces charges of wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, tax evasion, filing a tax return, and structuring financial transactions to evade reporting requirements. He was the former assistant chief engineer of facilities for Keolis Commuter Services,
AKA the MBTA.
Quote, the $8 million they stole could have been used to ensure significantly safer, faster, and more reliable transportation for riders. Instead, these men lined their pockets for their own selfish gain.
Oh my God. What?
Hey, where have I seen this one before?
Yeah, the New Haven.
Pigsley and Rafferty are accused of working together on schemes.
Yeah, where have we seen this before, guys?
Working on schemes together between July 2014 and November 2021.
Jesus Christ. They were doing it for 7 years?
Yes. That included the theft of more than $4 million by using fake invoices to charge Keolis for vehicles, equipment, and money that Rafferty kept for himself.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is the best part. In addition to the false invoicing scheme, it is alleged that Pigsley directed Keolis to purchase copper wire, which he then stole and sold to the scrap metal business, keeping the cash for himself.
This guy, I know how we say, people say like crime doesn't pay or whatever, but it really goes to show that to become a criminal, to do white
He
collar
looks
crime,
so
you have to
satisfied
be
with himself too.
smart in a certain way, but you also have to be dumb in a certain way, because good lord. And also, this was between two people. They pulled about $1 million a year. That's $500K a year. Honestly, you're not living like high crime lord life with that.
No.
Especially in Boston, he might have still been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Landlord, I'll get you my rent as soon as Keolis delivers the next set of copper wire."
He lives in Beverly.
Oh.
Oh, kill
Well,
the threat.
he's not living in Beverly anymore. He's probably living in Concord, Mass, at the big roundabout. It's the federal prison.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I just want $500K a year between two people for all that. Like, I wonder how much
250K
extra
for-
work they put in.
Well, he said, said to avoid getting caught, he had the copper wire sent to his house sometimes.
Ah, yes, to avoid being
Yeah,
caught.
that'll do it.
Criminal stuff directly to your house.
Oh, don't worry, MBTA. I'll install it
Copper
myself.
wire from? Don't worry.
Yeah. And
Honey,
also,
why do we have
just,
coils of copper wire labeled Keolis in our garage?
also
And why does it
just,
say for MBTA?
I keep forgetting what the hell I was going to say. I just wanted to say that this whole arrangement is like, he went out of his way to make this happen. He went out of his way to steal this, and you know who got him in the end? The IRS, because it's always
Yeah.
it's always the IRS.
Yeah, well, there's two government agencies you cannot avoid. It's the IRS and the mail police.
Yeah, I was about to say the
Mhm.
USPS, the post office police, like 90-something% conviction rate.
That's exactly why when I used to play Monopoly, when what's it called? When they would say the feds would take money or whatever, I used to call IRS every time.
Get free park. This guy thought he was living on free parking. Get free park. Anyway, so that's the fun times in Massachusetts.
Yeah, now for some.
I got some news. If I'm able to go next.
Hello.
I got a. Hello.
Yellow.
Everybody's quiet.
Yeah. Quiet all of a sudden.
Hi.
I got to. I
got some news.
Yeah, you got some Florida stuff, but I think it'd be good if you bounced off of East, and TJ still has a bunch of his stuff to cover. So
yeah,
I'll cue you in, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
So next up, we got some actual good news. PennDOT has submitted their Scranton to New York City Amtrak application to the FRA.
Yay!
It has been signed onto by the Pennsylvania Northeast Regional Rail Authority and New Jersey Transit.
You want to know something about this arrangement? And because I'm looking at the map right now, and I always think about, like, why would I drive to Scranton via New York City, right? But it's not that far out of the way, and
No, also that I feel like it's for people going. I feel like it's people for like who live.
Oh, absolutely! It's for people that are like commuting along that corridor or going along that corridor between New York City and Scranton regularly, and it's an important connection between them and the Northeast Corridor. But I'm looking at it from my personal point of view and going, "Wow, you know what? This is much closer to a straight line than I thought it was going to be." For like coming from Rhode
you know why
Island.
it's partly a straight line. The 7-mile part of the Lackawanna cutoff that they're gonna restore.
That's true. That helps.
Also, one thing I didn't know about this, I feel like this is probably the last thing I'll say because it's kind of just, it's basically just like a waiting game at this point. But the most interesting thing I'll say is that I've found so far is that I didn't know this, that the corridor is wholly public government owned.
Really?
It says it's without private FRA Class 1 railroad entanglements or restrictions to delay immediate development.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm hearing is we can put the wires up on this, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's connecting to NJT and the Northeast Corridor, so if there's any like little corridor that you could throw up wires on, this would be it.
Well, the thing that's interesting is that the Amtrak Media Center posted something on the 22nd of March, and the header is like a high-speed rail-esque train going over the viaduct. So, I mean, I think they're planning on doing something, hopefully, cool like that.
Yeah, I've just been sort of checking in with Casey because we have a friend who works for the DL, and things are going to dramatically change for the Delaware Lackawanna's operations, and also Steamtown's operations, quite possibly, because they won't be able to go, parading down an Amtrak line quite as easily. And it's just an interesting window into sort of what it's like to have the government come in and be like, yeah, we own this now. Which actually would seg really well to the eminent domain thing. So I'm just going to cover it really quickly, which is, if you're a fan of New York City and the 2nd Avenue subway, the MTA has, I believe, started requesting that the courts do eminent domaining along the future right-of-way of the 2nd Avenue subway so that they can start building stuff. Yeah, the MTA seeks to take over Harlem properties via eminent domain for 2nd Avenue subway expansion, which, I mean, eminent domain sucks. However, 2nd Avenue subway is good because it's like the first major subway expansion that New York City has had in decades and decades. So, it's something. They're doing something.
Since we're in New York, we might as well jump to the Gateway thing.
Yes.
The commission. Well, this is a really old article from September 2022.
Oh yeah, that was sitting at the bottom of the barrel.
It was at no, it was in the. Oh, someone else must have put it there then.
Yeah, I put it. I gave you a second Gateway article.
Okay. The first one is the newer one. Okay.
Yes.
Oh no, never mind.
No?
The second one is the newer one. Um. They're the same one.
What?
Oh no, they're not. Never mind. I got it.
I was gonna say, well, then where's the old one?
Sorry. Yeah. They are putting out the bids. I can't read more unless I get a 7-day pass.
Awesome.
Cringe.
The agency tasked with building the $16 billion gateway tunnel under the project Hudson River has divided it into 4 construction projects with a goal of putting shovels in the ground next year. That's about all you guys will get to know, I guess. Sorry. PayNJ.com.
It's good that they're doing something.
But actually, according to Amtrak.com, I found this on their media center while I was just poking around after reading the Scranton thing. They posted an article on the 14th of April about this.
Oh.
And they're talking about how it's eligible for federal funding via the fiscal year 2022-2023, blah, 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 federal state partnership for intercity passenger rail program, full funding grant for the East River Tunnel was submitted in March 2023. Previously, Amtrak was applied for and was awarded a grant under the 2021 blah 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 partnership program for the East River Tunnel. Yeah, they're gonna fix the tunnel. It's gonna be really expensive and it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
And finally, for my little Northeast roundup here, Maryland is Mark is gonna be DV Mark, I guess. I don't know what they're going to call it.
What?
But they're growing. The network must grow.
Mark is where? Maryland, okay.
Maryland, yeah. Maryland's DOT has signed agreements with agencies in Delaware and Virginia to explore expansion of Mark service into those states. Agreements are steps toward a potential run-through service sought by Mark to Newark, Delaware, and Alexandria, Virginia. Sorry, I got confused because Newark is also in New Jersey.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, Newark, Delaware? Where the hell?
Yeah. Discussions with the Delaware Transit Corporation will seek to determine operational and infrastructure needs to close a gap that would allow Mark to connect with the southeastern...
Really? VA too? Where VA?
With SEPTA. The agreement with the Virginia Passenger Rail Authority claims to eventually allow Mark trains to continue past Washington Union Station on routes currently served by the Virginia Railway Express.
Cool.
In the short,
we got VRE.
Yeah, in the short term, the two systems will seek to improve connections at Union Station.
You know,
they are also exploring the possibility of honoring each other's tickets, which is pretty cool.
That is really cool. This is the kind of interagency coordination we need in New York City, because the fact that the Long Island Railroad and NJT have to terminate trains in Manhattan is insane. If you just look at that at face value, take all the politics and all the corporate stuff out of it, and the same thing's happening in DC, but apparently they can work through this. This is just the fact that they don't run through trains, is ridiculous. There are reasons they can't, and there are reasons they won't, but no one is working at all to resolve that, and it's really cool to see Mark trying to push through something like that over in the DC area, because it may not be as critical as New York City is, but it's still a very populous region, and it's a very transit-centric region, that area of the eastern seaboard. I guess I'm the only person that has something to say about that. All right, yep. So, well, if we're going to continue talking about passenger rail.
Speaking of VRE.
Yeah.
They contributed almost $195 million to Virginia's purchase of CSX right-of-way to expand service.
Whoa.
Where?
They're doing a socialism.
Guess where, Alice?
Virginia.
Oh!
Hey, who?
VRE.
VRE.
Under a rock. I haven't heard about none of this going on.
This was actually from June of last year.
Yeah, I don't know how this article ended up here, but hey, it's still here.
Yeah, someone dug deep into the articles.
I still think the Mark train coming to VA is interesting because Alexandria, that's right outside DC, and that's where they switch the Amtrak trains from wires to regular. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I can't wait to see that.
Mark has the HHP8, so that'll be cool.
Oh, they
Yeah,
do.
so-
Don't they?
That's
Yeah, they do.
I'm gonna have to catch those. I'm gonna have to go rail fan there. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you got to go DC.
Are they
Hell yeah.
DC is a hellhole of traffic.
That's why you
Well,
take the
that's
train,
what-
duh.
you know,
That's why you got to take the HHP8.
I live about like 3-4 hours away from DC.
and speaking of expanding,
What?
yeah, and speaking of expanding service, Tennessee wants to expand service. However, the article is payware and doesn't let me access it, so we will never
Damn.
know what Tennessee wants to do.
Listen,
Typical
Tennessee,
moment.
you got to do something, man. You got like all these cities that are stretched out. You got, I don't know. Tennessee.
Um,
They have
One-
nothing.
I feel like Tennessee's the perfect state for passenger rail. It's just kind of long and thin.
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't have anything though. That's crazy. They don't have nothing.
They probably
Tennessee
used to.
Tennessee is
Well,
like
Tennessee's very mountainous as well.
yeah, Tennessee is like you generated a transport fever map at the 1:3 aspect ratio and just like then decided not to do anything with it. Just quit the save. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they
something
have
like
wasn't Saluda in Tennessee or?
No,
Nah,
maybe.
Saluda is Western Carolina. It's like near. No. It's more like the western part of Carolina that
Yeah,
borders, like, South Carolina,
north
kind
and like in between North and South Carolina.
Oh, I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of those loops near the.
Great Hiwassee
Smoky Mountains is the Great Smoky
Yeah.
Mountains is more close.
Tennessee Pass.
The Great Smoky Mountains Railroad is more close to there than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
State officials in Kansas want to extend the Heartland Flyer into Kansas, which is, as I said earlier, not like in the podcast, but like a few weeks ago, Amtrak's most pitiful train.
yeah, it's sad. It's real sad. It's an engine
It
and two
is.
cars half the time.
Yeah, and that's like if you're lucky. Sometimes it's like an engine, a baggage, and a car.
Yeah. But no, honestly,
it's sad.
when we talk about doing like Amtrak connectivity, you know, the Heartland Flyer going into Kansas at least, or even like crazy talk would be like bring it into Nebraska to meet with the California Zephyr.
Please, just give us a train from Miami to Chicago.
No,
Please, Amtrak,
no.
I'm begging you.
I was gonna say
Bring back-
You want a train from Miami to Chicago?
Yes,
you
bring
want
back-
that?
Bring back either the city of Miami or the Floridian. I don't care which. Just please a connection. If you want to go to Chicago
you
from Miami,
want
you've
that?
got to go all the way up to New York and then across the state of New York into Chicago.
Actually, you got to
You want a
go to
Sunset
Washington.
Limited? You want a Sunset Limited
Or Washington,
2.0?
yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Want a
Fix the Sunset Limited.
2.0?
please.
Yes, please bring back the Sunset Limited.
2.0?
Hold on,
Florida edition Sunset Limited.
hold on.
Yeah.
TJ,
I
what were
think
you
they have to
saying?
expand back. Well, first of all, I was going to say that I think Amtrak Joe is kind of living up to his name a little bit,
A little bit.
Amtrak Joe.
and I don't necessarily think that Amtrak Joe is doing this himself. I think that I don't even necessarily think it's like Secretary Pete being pro train or anything. I think it's just like having an administration that will allow Amtrak to run wild a little bit
Mm-hmm.
is giving Amtrak a little bit more, punch power or whatever you'd call it. I don't know.
I
Seems
do want
like,
to say. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it seems like they're able to throw their weight around in a more pro-train
It does
the
feel like
party, whatever, the office. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
it does feel like the wheels have been greased. I mean, a lot of these things, the Heartland Flyer one stands out to me as something that has been talked about and like posited for years and years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It could just be like everything that Amtrak has been working towards since like 2008. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like this could be the culmination of their big grand plan, and it's just like makes Biden look like Amtrak Joe. Who knows?
Dark the flip side of Dark Brandon. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Joe's really one of the only things Amtrak got going for them because Joe used to ride the Amtrak all the time, so that's really one of the things like they got work for.
I
Or
wonder
funding-wise.
how hard it would be to bring the Heartland Flyer into Omaha. There's like nothing that I think what they want to terminate it in Newton, Kansas. But there's no.
It's a part of the Heartland. Why not?
Yeah, there's no easy way to get from there to Omaha to meet up with the California Zephyr. I guess they could go to Hastings.
They could. It's called a bus, Ellis.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Put them on a bus.
This is bad.
Yeah, no, train good.
No, I know. Bus is bad. Put up the wires. I know.
Train good. Car bad.
Exactly.
Yes.
Was there were there any other expansions that are on the horizon?
Not in Amtrak Joe Land. However, in Via Trudeau Land, there's a expansion.
Wait, how?
Because Via has to take out a bunch of Bud passenger cars because the trucks are subject to extreme corrosion.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
But
one
I
of my
thought-
topics too. But it's not VIA though.
yeah. I thought Bud don't break.
What? It's not breaking; it's corroding.
Nature, man. Nature takes over.
Yeah, but Bud may not break for humans, but Bud definitely break for nature. I
Most
don't.
things break for nature.
Yeah, nothing's gonna survive nature. I don't care how Bud it is.
But like it was 422 days ago. We should be celebrating Bud.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
something like
but
that.
like, it's honestly it's something where Via is getting hit particularly hard because they have so much of it, and they kind of built the brand of the Canadian around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's riding these ancient, streamlined, beautiful passenger cars while you
Canadian
take
is one of the only things they got going for them, for real, for real. Really one of the only things they got
riding
going
these
for them.
ancient, beautifully done passenger cars on your 2-week journey across Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
literally, that's like one of the only things they got going for them right now.
It can't be 50 hours late if you add so much padding to the schedule.
Yeah. You know
Is
what's
it like I have a question? Is VIA like Amtrak? Do they have to like prioritize like freight trains over them, or are they like run through maybe prioritize and shit?
Via should have priority. However, that's typically never the case.
yeah, just sort of like
Okay,
Amtrak.
so it's like
Yeah, it's pretty much
Canadian
the same.
Amtrak. Okay.
Yeah, it is literally
Canadian
Canadian Amtrak.
It's the
Canadian
it's,
Amtrak. Yep. Mm-hmm.
it's Canadian Amtrak, except they took the only long distance train they had and turned it into the Rocky Mountaineer.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but
Yep.
realistically, no one would ever ride the Canadian to actually go across the country.
I mean, realistically, you should still have
Unless
it
you're
there,
old.
though. You know, I
Yeah,
don't
unless
care
you're
if
old
realistically
and
you think
I
no
mean,
one's
that's
gonna
like
do
saying realistically nobody's taking the Amtrak trains across the country.
it. Yeah.
Well, no, but if the Amtrak trains took 3 times as long to get across the country, I don't think they'd be nearly as
Well, I mean,
popular.
that's a via rail skill issue.
Too long.
No, it is clearly a skill issue.
I mean, I don't.
You're just
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, I mean, it does take
Didn't
like.
that train?
Hmm?
It take 2 weeks. Doesn't it stop in places though? I thought that VIA train stopped in a certain place.
It takes
I thought
4
that's why
days.
it's
It takes 4
It's
days.
scheduled to take 4 days.
Well, it does take 4 days. It's been on time pretty reasonably lately. But the thing is,
I
like,
made a lot of stop.
you can't write off these. You know, if you're going to be super pro train, you can't write off these trains because they are the only point of contact for these towns that no one has ever heard of in the middle of nowhere, Canada. Just like the Empire Builder is the same thing for Montana and North Dakota, and just like the California Zephyr and Sunset Limited and Southwest Chief.
Well, I'm not saying write it off. What I'm saying is to have more train.
Well, yeah, it would be nice, but I'm saying like that is a common criticism of the Canadian, is that it's being treated like a tourist train instead of what it should be.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I thought it was a tourist train. That was my
Well, it's
problem.
full
I
of,
thought it was a tourist train.
it's full of foamers.
Well, yeah.
That's
I thought it was a tourist train.
it's
F40s
priced
and
like
Bud. I mean, how much is a ticket on the Canadian?
A lot.
yeah.
All right.
I
Let's
believe substantially more than a coach seat on, say, the California Zephyr.
Maybe even more than like a first class seat on any sort of airliner in between those 2 points.
All right.
Yeah.
Leaving from I need a map. I don't know what.
Toronto
What?
to
You
Quebec.
don't know Canada.
No, Quebec is next to Toronto.
Oh shit, Vancouver to Quebec. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what?
I always
It
think
says it on the thing. It's hold on. It run.
I don't know
Wow.
why I always think that Toronto's on the west. I don't know why.
It is Vancouver to Toronto. So punch those in.
Yeah, I did. Choose a. Okay, let's see. Ugh! So economy is $535.
Pain.
On the
That's
train
like,
or on the plane?
Train.
that
round
is
trip.
that
I
is
think it's
legit.
round trip.
No, that's
No, that's one way.
yeah. I
That's
was
one
gonna say
way.
that's not round trip, and that is twice as much as going coast to coast on Amtrak.
That's also the escape fare economy. If I do regular economy, it's $600, and
What
if
is-
I do economy plus, it's $1,000.
What does that mean? What is an escape fare? Yeah.
I imagine it has something to do with like not getting getting a partial refund or something like that. It doesn't say, like, there is no difference when you click between the two.
Okay. Well, point is,
And I can't even click. Oh, I can't. There's one sleeper room available.
And how much
No,
does it
there's
cost?
two. So one upper berth sleeping car, $1,500.
Really? How much do you
Now-
have to pay to fly?
I don't know. And then if you want a private cabin for 2 people, guess how much it is?
$2,000.
Keep guessing.
$5,000.
Higher.
Five.
Higher.
7.
12.
good lord.
Wow!
This
they, like-
must come
do they, like, give you
plated
bre-
in gold.
Do they give you like private meals like every
Bro,
morning?
they better
too?
give you head for that.
Hey, like happy ending massages or something. Like, come on.
They better be feeding you, bathing you, and doing everything for you for that price. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
sponge bath.
Yeah, that's
All right, and flights from what dates did I select? May 10th. So
Okay, let me adjust to that. May 10th, 16th. Multiple airlines. It's 5 hours ish, nonstop for about
for $160 to $200.
That's okay.
yeah. The Canadian is
And let's
just
try
treated
first class.
poorly.
No
The
flight.
Canadian is a
First class
joke.
would probably still be cheaper than one Canadian economy ticket.
Business class. Air Canada offers it for 1,600. Premium economy for 680.
All right, so what if I
okay.
decide to fly to Dubai on Emirates and then fly to Vancouver from Dubai?
Oh,
First
my
class,
God.
it would probably still be cheaper than the prestige
And it would
cabin.
probably take less time.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway.
You're probably right.
Anyway.
Okay, So the prestige cabin, it's
I think let's stop
It's-
talking.
it's-
Yeah, we
it's
need to go back
literally
to the news, guys.
I get it. We need to go back to the news. This is the prestige cabin. It looks like a roomette on Amtrak in a Viewliner.
Yeah, but Bud don't break.
This is sad.
Apparently,
Bud,
Bud
don't
is broken.
run.
Bud
Bud,
very
don't
broken.
run.
Yeah,
But
just-
Bud also
I
not
still
being
feel like
expanded in
Amtrak's
California.
Wait, what?
I still feel like sleepers are better than that one.
Apparently, it also has a kitchen, but like, it can't be that good.
This looks like
I would
you're
love to
still in
cook on a train.
1978.
Yeah.
The beige is just
Literally,
oof.
this
Let
is
me.
bland. Like, there's nothing really like, it's nothing sticking out about it for real.
No, you don't get a kitchen. You get at least a private bathroom.
I mean,
Very bland. Like, it looks bland
the
as hell.
Superlighter roomettes have a toilet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is unless you get like access to unless this is the observation car and you get access to the whole car, it's not worth it. Anyway, speaking
he
of,
said we need to move on. Let me talk about this for 5 more minutes.
wait, you guys kept talking about it.
no, we stopped. You
It's your
continued.
topic. It's you. You're the topic guy
Change
right now. It's all
topics.
you, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of private stuff, a privately funded train to operate a first-class nightly passenger service in between San Francisco to LA is underway. Dreamstar Lines, a Newport Beach company, says it's lining up rail cars, financing and staffing on an agreement needed to operate the first night train on the route in decades. I imagine the previous one was something to do with daylight.
It was
Or,
the SP.
the Lark.
Yeah.
The Lark, yeah. According to this article, they already have rail cars like lined up.
Well, that is how you make a train.
No. But that means that they've bought rail cars.
Well, that means that they are.
That means they know where to buy them.
Yeah, that means they know where to buy them.
But,
They're on Ozark Mountain.
It's under safe assumption that these are going to be buds.
Oh my god, you're so right. You're so right. No, you know what? You know what they're gonna be?
It can't be anything else.
Unless they retrofit Comet cars from Utah.
Then I think they're just buying up a ton of sleepers because
the ads on this page are disgusting. Ugh.
The thing with it saying lined up rail cars, you know what it immediately evoked in my mind?
Conjunction Junction?
No.
Oh.
Furnace and Terminus. An Association of American Rail Car Owners Convention.
I love light rail.
I remember when 148 did this.
Just like as many random cars as possible.
Apparently, they want to do it by summer 2024.
That'd be cool. I'm for this.
Cool.
Like, honestly, please.
They're working on agreements with Union Pacific right now. They plan to run 6-car trains.
Okay. Cool.
Which is less capacity than a 737. If you account for like average, room size and whatever, they're saying it's less capacity than a 737.
Yeah,
they're saying it's halfway between. Well, they say in this article they say that we're a different kind of service than high-speed rail, halfway between transportation and hotel.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be some sort of like high-end. What is a sleeper service? I imagine
I would hope that, I don't know how long it takes to do this, but I would assume that it's...
Well, doesn't the Surfliner already do that?
Yeah, it does. The Coast Starlight goes from Sandy.
Yeah.
The Coast Starlight does it, so you can check the schedule, but I don't think we should divert that much. I'm just saying, like, it does... Like, night trains are nice. They're a good idea in general. They do well in other places in the world, and it would be helpful here. Because, I mean... Either you do transportation and then a hotel room, or you just do 2 in 1,
I'm blind and I cannot find where Los Angeles is.
It's down there.
It's like northern, like on like the west side
no,
of Cali.
I know where it is. I'm looking at a schedule right now and I cannot find for the life of me. So I'm Los Angeles.
Well,
it does. Whatever.
I'm gonna bypass the diversion in your topic and say that.
Continue.
You and Raya can also discuss passenger rail in Florida. So we just sort of move down the coast and down the coast and down the coast here.
Oh yeah.
Can I quickly finish up? I can really quickly do the other 2 articles. So remember the Empire Builder derailed a while ago? Yeah, apparently the track that had a small kink. It likes bondage apparently. So there was a kink in the track before the train derailed. We don't know why it had a kink, but it had a kink. And a train derailed in the Netherlands after hitting a maintenance of way vehicle that was not supposed to be where it was supposed to be. Miraculously, only someone like on the maintenance of way vehicle passed away for what looks to be a really bad wreck.
And all the cars stayed together.
I mean, yeah, but it looks like there was at least some tumbling. So it's pretty good that, no one passed away within the train.
Sorry, this is a little bit to go back to the last article. I found something a little interesting.
What?
About the Amtrak one?
Yeah. So it's an article. It's like an editorial about why. This is from last year about why there isn't a red eye train between the 2 cities. And so apparently some of the route is on Amtrak's Connect Us plan, but not all of it. But interestingly, Caltrans isn't pursuing a night train, but it's leaving the door open. So Caltrans might try to come in and swoop this away, maybe in the future.
I mean, more competition, better.
It says, intriguingly,
Caltrans gets fucking. Because Caltrans get swept by freaking Coaster and freaking Metrolink all day, dude. Like, it's bad. They need something.
It says, intriguingly, the state might retain overnight access to the coastal route from the 1980s.
Oh,
interesting.
That's interesting.
Caltrans' understanding is that the state retains the right to operate on operate an overnight passenger train between Sac and Los Angeles on the coast route, which was secured through a Surface Transportation Board ruling after the Spirit of California ended in '83. So, hopefully, maybe maybe the state and this private company will have to get into a little passenger rail off.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
On the other side of the coast, Florida.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Ryan.
What's the deal with
Right,
Florida?
oh,
Ryan?
What's the deal with Florida?
That's-
Florida.
That's your call.
Okay. My bad. All right, boys. So we all know about Brightline. You know, it's the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about it. I know
Killing
about it.
spree.
You know about it. You probably knows about it. Janssen probably knows about it. Everybody knows about it. Okay, so Brightline. Okay. So, it's on schedule. Last update, it is on schedule to open this Orlando station. And let me think. Other stations include Miami, was that Aventura, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, and West Palm. So that's pretty good. Orlando is supposed to be like 37,350 square feet, so it's gonna be a big station. It's at the airport too. Looks like it says it's a 3-story contemporary design retail shop
cool. They're building
and
a
a
mall.
bar with light and a panoramic view for oncoming trains. So pretty much like a big ass window where you can see trains coming back and forth. So that should be interesting. This project is a part of Brightline's Phase 2 expansion because they already got like a few lines somewhere, I think. So they're expanding now into Central Florida, and then they're planning to make one in Tampa too. Go stop in Tampa as well. Let's see what else.
So is there only going to be one station in Orlando, or are we getting like a amusement park station also?
Looks like it, yeah.
So I can.
Looks like it's just at the airport.
Right now, it's just the airport station. They're securing funding right now in allegiance with Sunrail to try and get to the Universal Studio station. However, they predict that's going to be done by 2032. My guess that it taking that long is both securing funding, as well as issues with, because it would have to be completely new built right away, and unlike the current expansion where it's through swamps, this would have to be like through housing districts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let me think. In March, Brightline it officially became the fastest train in Florida. Let me think. It said in testing, trains reached speeds of 130 miles per hour along its new 35-mile rail corridor between Orlando and Cocoa. Okay. Once carrying passengers, Brightline trains will travel at maximum speeds of 125 miles per hour, which is more than 2 miles per minute. So, a lot of
Hell yeah.
We've seen a lot of fast trains. Hell yeah. Brightline's newly installed tracks along that 35-mile stretch will become the fastest speed segment of the company's passenger service expansion, linking Orlando with South Florida. And then the maximum speed range, it says it could hit like 125 between like Orlando and Cocoa, 110 between like Cocoa and West Palm Beach, and then 79 between like West Palm Beach and Miami. Kind of what you said to me earlier. So
yeah, I need to get down to Florida. I might go down in like sometime next year, maybe like February sometime.
Anyone see the Conrail hopper in this train?
I'm not even watching it.
I did not. I was going to point out when the train came on, but yeah,
there's a brown Conrail hopper. Anyway,
so exciting new stuff out of Brightline, huh?
Honestly, we get a lot of would you say, right? Trains that run by my area, we get a lot of Conrail cars on them. A lot of Conrail cars. Like 9 times out of 10, there's probably like 5, 6, 7, or like 10, maybe like 15 Conrail cars on them trains. Besides like the NS ones, so we get a lot of Conrail cars out here still. So yeah, what's it called? Yeah. Let me think. Okay, so by reaching 130 miles per hour, Brightline broke its previous record of 110. I do remember when it said that a while back, which the company set in the fall during testing through Martin and Is it St. Lucie or St. Lucie?
St. Lucie.
Lucie.
Ah, Lucci.
Lucie, okay.
St. Lucie.
Nah, Lucie sounds kind of bad for me. Brightline will link riders from Miami to Orlando in about 3 hours, which is 30 minutes faster than it would take without traffic, like if you were driving or whatever. The West Palm to Orlando route says it'll take around 2 hours to complete. Okay. A standard wait ticket between Miami and Orlando is expected to cost about $100. That's not bad. $100? That's really not that bad.
Yeah, it's $80 for second class and $130 for first class.
Okay.
Does it say if that's round trip or does it say one way?
Hey, we should try to wrap this up because the wind.
Yeah, I know it's getting late.
No, the wind just picked up here like crazy. I can hear it with my headphones on.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all might be getting the storm. We just got a severe thunderstorm that just passed here not too long ago, and it was like thundering and lightning and stuff.
I can go to my weather radar app and send you a cruise missile.
Okay. Yeah, that'll make it warmer.
Okay. I mean, it would.
It says a West Palm Beach to Orlando ticket is expected to run anywhere between $75 and $85. Okay, official price. Okay.
It is pricey,
March, so the price is already.
All right, what's going on with Tri-Rail? So, can you do the Tri-Rail thing, and then I'll just let Tyler run loose for a second?
Holy shit, Alice! You've got quite the storm coming.
Yeah, I just sent you a screenshot.
Let me see. I don't know nothing about Tri-Rail, but I do have something really fast I want to talk about Amtrak. So apparently, like within like Amtrak's company, what's it called? There's they're worried about some like their rolling stock. So let me think. Two veteran railroaders with 110 years experience between them, so they both work like 50 years apiece or whatever. Mm-hmm. Have called for Amtrak to phase out some of Amfleet One, like their passenger car like equipment, on the northeast corner for reasons. They claim that the speeds at which conventional trains run on the nation's busiest passenger railroad line poses a risk to the cars and the riders in them, a risk not present at conventional speeds.
But
they run at as fast as 100 miles per hour.
But I thought Bud don't break.
I think they're worried. They're worried about how old they're getting, pretty much, because they say they're coming up on like 50 years old, and typically the FRA has a policy on freight cars to retired at like 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
they can't be interchanged anymore after that.
Oh yeah, big storms are coming.
If they don't get like repairs, keep going fast, like it could like break them pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to add. Pretty much, they said like the faster they keep going without maintenance, it's like the more they're gonna break, and then the less time's gonna break altogether. So
anyway,
there's some that's going on. Mm-hmm.
All right, Tyler, speed run, go nuts.
Speedrun.
Welcome
back to the Steam section. Indiana Northern, number 4. Cab has metal work done. Seeing the video, they've done paint samples. They've got samples from Nevada State Railroad Museum off of number 27. It'll be painted up in the original green that it came from in Baldwin. This painting has been done on a bongo, which is one of the cylinder caps. That they confirmed that's correct, and they'll paint the cab. Nice. 2926, they finished the air compressor that we talked about last time. Locomotive is going to be run on May 6th to the Tractor Brewing Company for an event. It'll be in Steam from 11 to 4, so come out, enjoy it. For excursion, technically, because they haven't escaped to the main line.
Yeah, isn't it like the other end of their spur?
Yes, essentially.
That's funny.
1361, they are having a fundraising event at the Everett Railroad, as well as the Railroaders Memorial Museum in Juniata for the 105th anniversary of 1361. Sadly, it's not done yet, but they're getting there. 576 recently got the drivers finish at TVRM. Those were shown off today at Nashville. And so after today, they're going to work to put those onto the frame. And hopefully, I believe they have the front and rear truck sets already. So they'll pretty soon have a rolling chassis. 464, Rio Grande 464 over at the Huckleberry Railroad in Michigan. They recently took her down. Yeah, they took her down for overhaul. Of course, they also turned her into a soaker, but that's a story for another time. The hope is to have her complete within a few years. They are currently tearing it apart, figuring out how much they'll need funding, getting the federal grants necessary for that. Notable restorations, though, stuff that is very big that I didn't notice at times. LN 152. This is the oldest surviving Pacific in North America. This is also, I think, like the oldest surviving Rogers locomotive.
I have a
Built
really bad
1905.
trains model of 152, I think, that I use in
Yeah,
toll print.
It's
It's the
a
oldest
very
Pacific, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah 1905. It's like a year after the OJ.
Jeez,
It is
120 years old.
they it most locomotives are the K28s on the Silverton. Those are going to be 100 this year. So that puts
Oh,
things
wow.
into perspective for you. But 152, luckily, they've had a contract with Next Generation Rail, who are Jason Jagodzinski. They have a space in the Ravenna shops of our lovely friends at Kentucky Steam.
Mhm.
So the driving wheels, as well as the boiler and associated equipment, are going to go to those shops. They're reporting they still need $200,000 to $300,000 left to restore the locomotive. The locomotive's been out of service since 2011, but they've been making great strides. So, best of luck to them. Nevada Northern, they're continuing the restoration of number 40, and the report come in. Very interesting there that the master mechanic is John Henry McDonald, only 30 years old, and their shop foreman, Lennox Purrington, is my age at 19. It's just kind of
That's cool.
We love
mind blowing
the
that
industry.
we've got these.
These darn kids.
The darn
Yeah.
youths. We got the youths in the industry.
It's really
These
nice that
goddamn
the,
kids.
the skills are being passed down, and we'll hopefully see the fruits of their labor within the next year, is what they're hoping.
Wow.
Which will be very nice because then that'll be Nevada Northern will have free steam locomotives operable for the first time in nearly forever, and unless you count the point where they had 81 running as a boiler, and the other two are operable. Colebrookdale.
Oh, hold on. I wanted to
They
say
got
one
in-
thing about Nevada Northern really
Alright.
quick, because we don't get to talk about them that often. Which is
Yeah.
that recently there was an article somewhere about them having a really like their sort of odd time, which is the fact that they are such a big draw, but they're in the middle of nowhere, so it balances out.
Mhm.
And it's just sort of just food for thought. Like, I don't necessarily want to discuss it right now and compare them to other major attractions like them, but
Like the WWF.
like the WWF, or like the flip side of it being Essex is the one that comes to mind, being smack dab next to New York City practically.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just an interesting sort of discussion that could be had about how distance factors in. That article is in here somewhere, but we don't need to find it right now.
Tune in next time.
Yeah,
It's really interesting you bring that up because it's at the same time it's kind of like what the EBT is, where it's
Mhm.
they're kind of far enough isolated where it's the preservation of it, the whole scene is correct, essentially for an era. But yeah, that's
more than
definitely a
more than
discussion
the
for
train
another.
cars. Yeah.
Colebrookdale, they got another engine. They're stealing 5288 from Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. TVRM, originally there was discussions of they wanted that engine to represent the Southern, be like a Fox PS4 sort of thing.
Foe, you mean?
Yeah,
Foe.
and they never got around to it, and so it's just kind of been sitting there, and then Colebrookdale's like, yoink.
What can
So
they get
that's
one
now-
running first, please? I
Yeah,
just want to
that's
see what
now,
they can do before they do all three. You know.
They're
it's-
they're collecting locomotives like Age of Steam, but only broken locomotives.
Well, like
Yeah.
the thing is like, are they gonna end up like Steamtown, where like the guy who is buying, like who's in charge of buying, or the person in charge of buying all this steam at the Colebrookdale, they're gonna move on in some shape or form by either by plane accident or by change of career moves
It's going
or
to be a
whatever.
plane accident.
Then they're just gonna have 3 unfinished steam locomotives.
Don't they have 4? They have the Niagara.
They have 4 now.
Well, they've
Wait,
always
what?
had a Niagara on property, I thought.
no,
No? Where's the...
no, you're thinking of something else.
Where's
Colebrookdale, Pennsylvania. You're thinking of, what's it? Who has 3025?
30,
Oh, you
25.
think? Yeah, you're thinking of Susquehanna, whatever.
There's hold on. Yeah, I'm thinking of something. There's just a northern sitting out at one of these places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one looking up Niagara stuff for the Royale. I just didn't know what number it was because there is no visible number on it, so I just kind of went with the one I had.
I think it's 3025.
What?
But yeah, Colbrookdale. Prediction here: they're gonna want a locomotive a mile, so they still need to get about 5 engines.
Yeah, that's good. So they can just like interchange at each mile.
Yeah, you just handing off
Yeah.
locomotives. There is
less strain on the locomotives.
There is a northern. It was one that Weibold wanted to turn into a Rio Grande Northern. I guess it wasn't at Colbrookdale then. It's somewhere up there.
One of those places. We need to, Ellis. We need to do like a extended Pennsylvania special, and we need to like go to these places that like the A&A. And
I 100% agree. Well, the A&A
like,
is
I've
New
never
York.
been-
48. It's at New
Looks
Hope
like-
and Ivyland.
Oh, it's at New
Oh,
Hope and Ivyland. Okay, I was like, it's somewhere over there.
That's the other one we got to get to. That one and the Susquehanna one, and then the Black River Western. I know that's New Jersey. And
Yeah, I
New
was
York,
about to
but,
say,
like,
I do want to do Black River. That was on my. That
They're
was
like-
one of the trip plans I submitted for the vote that ended us in Colorado. I'm not upset
Yeah,
about
they're in,
Colorado,
like-
but
they're in the
Black
they're
River
in like the
was
general
fun.
area of each other though.
yeah.
But let's anyway.
All right. So, final big thing of note, though,
Oh, you ready?
it finally happened. 611. It's escaping.
Oh yeah.
It's they're letting it out.
At the end of May,
Do
it is
tell.
leaving the Strasburg Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
As to where exactly it's
Finally.
going, they have not specifically announced, but it is stated as being somewhere in Virginia.
Oh, it's going to go on the Freedom
assumption-
Train. It's going to go
The
on the second
assumption
Freedom
would
Train.
be it's going back to VMT in Roanoke, but we can see on the point of the Freedom Train, though. I mentioned this before.
Definitely.
AFP2. This is definitely a big grand conspiracy based on last episode. This was the proposal that they had for her.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
Oh,
to see this.
de-streamlined?
Jesus, no way. That's that. Okay, yeah.
What
do it.
in the
No.
hell?
No.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do
What
it.
is
Do it.
that?
Do it.
What is that?
Do it.
Ross Roland, King Foamer. Do it.
Yeah, no. Do the other way.
Yeah, no,
You're
take
shitting me?
the nose off.
Take
yeah.
the cone off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Take the cone off.
I don't know about this one, T.
That
I like how it
like
how
like they
I don't
have
know,
to
I
live
don't know
up.
about this one, T.
Listen, like they have to live up to the original Freedom Train. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they got to do something special and just
So where
like
the
six-
shark nose is?
like everybody knows 611. You know, like
But now 611
Didn't they
is
say they're
being
gonna have
freed. It's
449
coming out of
too?
its shell. It's metaphorical.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Free. It's free.
Isn't the Freedom Train supposed to have 449 too? 4449 too?
Well, the first one did. I don't know what King Foamer is going to do this time.
He's gonna get
Homer
all
has
of the
ideas.
like little engines in one place and like quadruple head it.
It's gonna be 4014 versus
Apparently-
3 Vulcans.
I'm seeing something that says it's gonna be like 44, 49, 611, and then which one is 614?
Oh, that's
no.
You know,
the cringe book.
Oh no, it's not a Burke, isn't it? It's a big
Oh,
Nord.
it's
Oh, then it's fine.
a Greenbrier.
says-
That's what they called it.
Yeah, it says the Freedom Train. It says it's returning with 44, 49, 611, and 614.
There's
2026.
been the problem with getting down a set of locomotives for this is one, we don't know the internal discussions that are going on that front. Two, we don't know what locomotives will actually be available in the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And three, we also
Exactly.
No. the other thing is we don't know what the attitudes of the railroads are going to be in 4
Well-
years' time.
Well, we know that Ross Roland is Ross Roland, and we know that he's also involved with the T1 Trust, and so I think they really just have 3 years to get that thing
Well,
done.
you know what? In 3 years, we're gonna the railroads are gonna nationalize, and we're
Yeah.
gonna need a big unifying America train to bring everybody back together.
Yeah, they're gonna make Ross Rowland the Secretary of Transportation.
Yeah. He's going to be in charge of the new America Foamers Society.
King Ross, baby.
Oh God.
Oh,
I said it last
Ross,
episode, and I'll
baby.
say it again. Ross Rowland, I call him King Foamer because he represents everything good and everything bad about the railroad fandom.
They're going to
King Foamer, indeed.
there's gonna be like a committee on in the cabinet for the train, the new National
Yep.
Train Association or whatever the heck, and there's gonna be a committee member that's just for foamers, and it's gonna be Ross Rowland. He's gonna represent the foamer for the American people and government.
Yeah, he's gonna be like the
Amtrak,
the guy on
The foamer liaison.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. All right, anyway.
Foamer liaison.
All right, that's the news. Maintenance away. I have had a lot going on in life right now, so we didn't have a episode of Under Construction this week, and also this podcast is a week late. That means the schedule is shifting by a week. That's just the way it goes. Maybe, if we're lucky, by next time we'll have a new intro, but I'm not so sure about that because things are continuing to be nuts over here. But intro is coming soon. Organization of the podcast has changed. And yeah, I am going to organize the Horseman waiver wire based on points, at least a little bit, anyway. So, yeah, I don't have anything else really to say on that front. Game Exchange started coming out between last episode and this episode. Hope you guys like it. I got to get Gloria to play some more Portal. We might record some more tomorrow. And actually, I was having a lot of fun in The Sims. So, anyway, yeah. Does anyone have anything else that they want to cover for the Maintenance Away? Advertisements? Raya, do you have a social media presence at all that people could find your rail fanning videos and things?
Dude, I'm pretty much I'm on a lot of things. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok.
Okay.
I think my is Raya, like how it is, like RAH, the number 3, the letter X. Twitter is like how my Discord name is, Raya 3 times, like all spelled out. Same thing with TikTok, Raya 3 times, all spelled out. Snapchat, if y'all want to add me up there, y'all can. It's BRUH dot Azariah, AZURH. And yeah, that's all the socials I got, pretty much.
All right, cool. Anyone have anything else they want to take before we go? No? Alright, then one more thing for me is that the OpenTDD server effing broke, and I don't know why. So we're just going to move on to the next server, so expect a new vote on a map soon, and we'll move up to version 53.0, I think is where we're at for the JGR's pack. Anyway. Amtracker, does anyone have a... what's up?
I can't guess. I saw the
you
Amtracker. Yeah, when I was looking to see where Roanoke, what camera we should look at for Roanoke, I had to look at the map. So.
Okay. I'll let you guess. I'll let you guess last and see if you remember what it was.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, god damn it!
Sorry.
Do we have any other guesses for latest train on Amtrak? Don't look at the Amtracker.
Not the auto train.
Not the auto train. Okay. Any other guess?
The Canadian. I'm kidding. Give me. Is there a crescent on the board?
There is a crescent.
Okay.
There are 3 of them actually.
Give me the one that's the latest.
Oh, okay, sure.
Well, that's
Anyway, Tyler.
Okay. Western ones. I've done the Chief recently. I've done. You mentioned the Zephyr earlier. Is there an eastbound on the board?
There is an eastbound.
Okay.
Well, there are 2, but you know.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, eastbound Zephyr. Okay. Raya, do you have a guess for latest train on Amtrak right now?
Latest train on Amtrak, so...
Don't look. Just guess.
I'm not.
I'm just warning you, because sometimes people just instinctively pull open the map.
Okay, so you said east. So one of them said eastbound. Another one said crescent.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull up. I always like pull up the map after, I guess, to see if I'm right or not. And I just found the latest train, and oh my god!
Yeah, it's a surprise, huh?
Is it? Is it on the East Coast at all?
I
we
can't
have to
tell you.
guess.
Just gotta guess. I'll tell you when you find out, or when after you guess.
East Coast. East Coast?
Pick a train.
Oh, let me think.
I'm trying to figure out my termination.
One off the top of my head. Northeast Regional. I don't know.
All right. Hey, you never know. There are some late regionals out there. But in this case, the latest Northeast Regional I could find is 20 minutes late, I think.
No.
No?
No, the Northeast Regional is an hour and...
Oh, that one's way up there. Yeah, sorry. I was looking too far south. Yeah, it's an hour and 6 minutes late
Boston,
at Westerly.
Also, we got a Keystone that's hour and 37 minutes late to New York.
The eastbound California Zephyr is on time at Winnemucca, but there's another one that's 3 hours and 9 minutes late at Fraser, Colorado. The latest Crescent is 3 hours and 7 minutes late, so 2 minutes earlier than the California Zephyr. The latest train on Amtrak is Silver Star to Miami, number 91. Currently,
who would have thought?
Currently 6 hours and 17 minutes late at West Palm Beach, Florida.
It got all of that time.
Yeah.
It gained all of that time in Richmond, Virginia.
Damn. Also, there's
I know about Richmond.
In between Richmond and Petersburg, it lost 6 hours.
Also, there's a Coast Starlight.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not Amtrak's fault. It's blame Norfolk Southern.
Oh, don't worry.
It's not Amtrak's fault.
Anyway,
Norfolk Southern. It's Norfolk Southern's fault.
Failure.
There's a Coast Starlight on the way north, about 4 hours late as well. So that's the late trains. Also, there's a Canadian that's 6 hours late. Nice, classic. And that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna say for my termination. So East, you go first.
Okay, the new latest season of RWBY was an absolute smash hit, and I love it, and all of you should watch it. And I can type it out. I
already got it.
Oh, because I have a link to embed.
Oh.
But you can type it out. I can just embed the link.
Well, I type it out in a different document. So just put the link somewhere, and then I'll embed the link somewhere. TJ?
There you go.
I don't know. It kind of smells like snow outside, so I'm kind of worried.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's got that snow smell, that snow feel, you know.
I would love some snow.
You know, Bitchburg might have one last surprise in it tonight. Who knows?
Hey, go Steelers, baby.
That's your
Nope.
That's your termination.
Nope, not wrong. No, wrong state.
All right. What is it? What are you saying? It smells like snow.
Yeah, that's my termination. But he said go Pittsburgh because Steelers.
Yeah.
So.
Tyler, what is this? What is this?
I don't know. I clicked it and my brain is mesmerized.
It's perfect.
Okay, question. What are we supposed to be putting in these boxes?
This is just like your last words for the show. So if you got something funny or insightful or whatever, I'm putting this. Hold on, I got it.
Add that to the Horseman radio, so now it's double radio.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were gonna put down the railroad.
The railroad?
The really small one.
Oh, I meant to. Well, no, we talked about it earlier, so it already went in the cargoes.
Oh.
But yeah, Wicked Storm
The
coming.
Eastside Canadian Railway.
All right.
Good storm coming.
All right, Raya, what's your last words for the show? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See, let me see if it'll let
He's
me.
laughing. I don't like it.
Okay. It's nothing bad.
Wait, how did I get a
That's kinda
point?
laggy.
I can't remember why I gave you a point, but it was deserved.
Bruh.
It was a really terrible joke that you made. It was I don't remember what it was, but it was deserved.
Is it over?
It's not,
No.
right?
TJ's like,
Yeah, my
bruh.
jank's lagging.
I went to the bathroom and I came back. I figured you guys would be done.
No, not yet.
FM.
Don't worry.
I just had to release the main drain. You know what I'm saying?
Train daily.
Uh,
Is it?
mine?
Yeah, I see yours. Norfolk Southern. What's your function?
that's all I got to say. What's
All
your
right.
function, Norfolk Southern?
Well, I'd
Alright.
like to thank you guys for sticking it out this evening and trying to get this podcast back on track. That's not a pun, and it never will be. Thanks to everyone listening along, watching along, and thanks to Wes and Steve for running the Loco base. I mentioned you guys earlier. Thanks to the Roanoke Hotel for not sending us a copyright strike. I hope they don't. And we'll see you all next week. And in case of an emergency, call Conrail.
Call
Goodbye.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Alright, I gotta head out. See you guys.
Take care.
I'm gonna move up.